What's up? What's up? Hey guys. So, I have some videos today that I just came across, so I wanted to check them out. But I figured why not watch it with you guys, okay? Yes, they're black community, black people oriented, sue me, whatever. But again, I always believe this, right? You put your business out in the real world, people will watch it, okay? If you don't want people to watch it, don't put your business out in the real world. That's my you know, that's my point of view when that comes to that stuff, right? If you don't want people to react to it, then you don't want people to have opinions about it, don't put your videos out in the real world. That's it. So that's my thoughts. But yeah, I have some videos I want to check, right? A few videos. All right? I have a few videos, so let's check them out. Let's check them out. Again, it's not tonight's not gonna be nothing special, right? I just have some videos I want to check out. Um, it's here. I love it. I love it. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love, my brother. So, I mean, like I said, I have some videos here that are prison oriented, right? So, I wanted to check them out. So, I don't know if they're gonna be good or not, but maybe they will. Maybe they will. So let's check them out. Let's check out this video.
And I do know people be playing and joking sometimes, but I think it be some truth in some jokes too. You know what I'm saying? Like I asked the girl once, how many kids you got? She said none. Then she said, no, I'm just playing. I got 5. Come find out she really had 2. So, sometimes people would just say something in a humor way just to see how bad that is and then come down with the truth when they feel like you accept it. You know what I'm saying? So, I used to always tell him, like, Ice, if I was you, I wouldn't do it, bro. But see, he was stressing to me about his time, that he had 12 years. He had been in prison 2 years, and he talking about no matter what he do, he can't gain weight. Little light-skinned dude. He talking about he be eating all the beans, all the bread at the chow hall. He can't gain weight. I was sitting back thinking in my head, shit, that might not be the reason he can't gain weight. Because I'm trying to figure out why the hell is your nickname Ice. Thought to make me think you sneaking and geek. You getting geeked up on ice. You done did so much ice.
For real.
Named you Ice. So, bro, I watched Ice, get real close with some GDs, and, was attempting. And like I said, I've just always advised him and told him that, if I were you, I wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't, nigga would do things a lot different if he could. You know what I'm saying? Come find out that is what he was trying to do. A few people asked how we felt about no. Instantly, I said no. A few other people said they don't care. But the guy that had the final say, so he was just like, nah, well, I don't think he gonna meet the criteria. You know what I'm saying? And based off him telling me, like, I can't gain weight, this, and this, it lets me know that he was somewhat timid, of being in that situation alone. And I totally understand it. Because I was scared of hell when I first got to prison. I didn't know what to expect, so I understand it. But a lot of things I did, if I would have, well, I can't even say that. I probably would have did my own thing anyway. I was finna say, if I'd have had somebody very experienced telling me before I made certain decisions, I probably wouldn't have did a lot of stuff. But like I say, sometimes you got to touch that stove to know that it get hot. He started hanging out with the Ghostface, the white boys. I'm not sure why the hell he thought they was finna let him join. But it actually was one black dude that was Ghostface before. So anyway, I see he over there with the Crips, 24/7. That was cool. And then you kind of could tell, like, the Crips kind of shunned him away a little bit. And one day, you just hear,
We got a dope story time for y'all, man. This one of Bill Fleazy videos. My first time reacting to one of his videos. I heard a lot of good things about his channel. So, hey, this one of them story times to tell y'all why ain't y'all better stay out of prison. And another thing, yeah, grab y'all some water. Y'all know how we get down. Whatever y'all do when y'all watch my video, let's get to another.
It can't come open too far. And then he got it pulled open a little bit, like he trying to peep in there. And then the other dude had his back to the door. And he asked him, he said, what Ice doing? What he doing? He can't really look back because somebody got to be watching his dorm the whole time just in case, they have an emergency, somebody try to pop on them. So you got him watching, so he looked back, he smiled. He told me, Ice, get in there. Ice, get in there. And then you hear him scream, man, Ice, pick your head up, nigga. Get in there, nigga. They came out, they had a T-shirt hanging from Ice's head. One of the blood dudes literally had Ice by the shoulders, instructing him and directing him on which way to go to get back to his room. As I'm standing there looking, and he kind of gets like closer and I get a better view from the side. Bro, this nigga face looked like somebody sprayed him with paint, red paint. Them folks just beat the sleeves off Ice. These folks had just beat the hell out of Ice. Feel me? He went in the room for the next few days. You constantly see.
I cannot go to prison. I cannot go to prison. I would not last. That's why I learned that I'm not gonna do criminal shit. I mean, I don't know how some people like they would take the chance with it. I can't. I cannot take a chance. I will never do criminal shit because I know I won't last. I know I won't last in prison. So no, that's I would never do. I'd never do criminal shit because Brandon, what's up? What's up? Because I know I'm not gonna last. So that is my deterrent. I don't know why certain men don't find that as a deterrent.
You know, one of the blood dudes, just ice, taking some ice in the room. Ice wasn't really coming out, and then when he did, online for inspection, he'd try to put his hat on and like cover up his face a little bit or whatever the case. But you could tell he was beat up pretty bad. But I think about 3 months went by. Now he was healed up and everything. But bro, right here, under his eyes, the nigga still had 2 black eyes. They whooped his ass that bad. Bro, I don't want to be shit. I don't want to run with no niggas just gonna whoop my ass that bad. You just gonna do me down bad like that, and then you know the violations too. So if you fuck around and do something later on, you might take another one of these same type of ass whoopings. It just don't make sense to me. The gang culture is just stupid, and I don't care what gang it is, any gang. I'm not disrespecting nobody, or however nobody want to live their life, but I just think it's dumb. I want to be down with y'all. Y'all gonna beat the shit out of me. That's why I said in that song, oh, you gang make a mistake, them niggas gonna whoop your fucking feet. Because when you make a mistake, as a gang member, it's called a violation. And they gonna beat the shit out you again. And some violations, you may even die. I'm serious, bro. No jokes, no scare type, dead serious. Make a long story short, I say about.
And that's the thing where it's not a brotherhood. I don't know why certain young men think that, oh, let me join a gang. It's like a brotherhood. No, it's not. There's no brotherhood that will beat the shit out of you. I'm sorry. Brotherhoods that beat the shit out of you is not a brotherhood to me.
Out. Well, it had to be around that time because his eyes still had black under it. It still hadn't healed all the way up. You see the blood's moving real funny. So I'm like, what the hell going on? You know what I'm saying? So my partners put me on point and was like, hey, such and such dude that Ice be, kicking it with, hanging out with. I'm like, yeah. So dude is, everybody got a lot of homosexual rumors towards him. And somebody, claimed that they witnessed something that wasn't right or whatever the case. So the Bloods get Ice in the room. They all in there deep. I'm like, oh, shit, they gonna kill that boy. And then whatever was said, they called the dude in there that they say was, funny or whatever. And you ain't hear no noise, though. You ain't hear nothing popping off or nothing. And then you heard one of the Blood dudes say, I think he was the big homie in the dorm. I heard him say, I don't give a fuck about none of that. We ain't even playing with them type of accusations, home. I'm telling you straight up. What? I don't even give a fuck if a nigga got no proof next time. If I head on your name again, you getting stepped on, home. Your head getting dubbed out. We not even playing these games no more, man. So I guess they said whatever they said, everybody left out. I guess part of the stipulation was for Ice to not even talk to the gay dude no more. Like, all I know is probably about 2 days later, Ice was sitting down on the bench watching TV. The dude that everybody say is gay, he didn't really give off that vibe though. I don't know. He went and sat, because there's 3 benches in front of each TV. 1, 2, 3. And they not just super long, you know what I'm saying? He went and sat on the one behind Ice. And as I was peeping, I ain't gonna cap, bro, them folks was talking. But they was talking on some shit like Ice like this. Hell yeah, what the hell you saying though? Eating something. So he had a little bowl in his hand, so he'll and be talking, so it's like he just looking like he chewing or whatever. I guess one of the Blood dudes peeped it, bro, out the blue. You heard them folks scream out something, whatever they screamed out. One of the little younger dudes, was coming from where the big homie Blood room at, running full-fledged towards Ice. Ice jumped up, tried to run this way towards the bathroom, towards where the shower's at. Another Blood dude was popping out that first room. Bro, they stabbed Ice. I think by the time I seen the third going on, but he was out of there. He wasn't going. He was jumping over benches. He juking the nigga. He was like hot sauce. Y'all too young. Y'all don't know about hot sauce.
I know hot sauce.
He'd crush you up real good. But they stabbed Ice so bad. When they got done, his body was just laying there still. He wasn't even moving. I said, damn, they done killed this boy. We finna be locked down forever. I eventually get transferred a couple months later just for, I forgot what they call it. Sometimes when they just ready to randomly move people around, it's called repopulation something. And they're just randomly, for real, well, I'm Muslim. Just doing the most. And when I looked at that nigga, I said, is that Ice? You know what I'm saying? The nigga done went and got tattoos on his face, all kind of stuff. So, he go over there with the Muslims. He talking, kicking it with them. So probably about 3-4 hours after he been in the dorm, he walking around the top range. He came up there past me. It was like, damn, boy, I know you look familiar. Boy, what's up, big? Boy, it kind of hit me on the stomach a little bit. I'm like, shit, cool. What the hell you got done? He was like, nothing, man. Been sitting in that box, bro. I done got my life right, bro. Got my life together, bro. You feel me? Got down. You feel me? I'm doing this Muslim stuff, bro. Because Allah is a forgiving God. Blah, 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 blah. So it's like he talking to me, trying to persuade me, into Muslim. So I like the growth. You know what I'm saying? I like the growth that I'm seeing with him, but I just don't understand why you keep joining all these different groups. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So we just chopping it up. You feel me? So he seemed kind of cool. I ain't too tough talking to him like super strong, but we chop it up. He might come holler at me here and there. And one morning, I'm gonna tell you something I noticed, and this ain't even none of my business, but I decided to pull him over anyway. It was bright and early one morning. Sun ain't even came out yet. Well, dark and early, I guess. I'm the first thing smoking out the room. When I step out the door and I'm walking down here towards the TV room, I see some movement out my peripheral. So when I step inside this other room, once I fully step inside the TV room, and that's when I really cut my head and look over, I see ice coming out of the room. The room that ice came out of is but it was a, very flamboyant, feminine, acting type of homosexual. But that's only one reason you coming out somebody's room that early in the morning. You walking soft. But he went in his room at first, then he come around the range and come in the TV room where I'm at. I'm just looking out the window. He comes stood next to me. He said, "See, Bill, fuck on, try to do like that. I promise you, just a little whiff of him raising his hand smelled like booty. Smelled like booty."
He said a whip of him waving his hand. That's crazy, bro. Hey, y'all better stay out of prison, bro.
Said, "See, Bill, fuck on." I looked at that nigga. I said, "Shit, what's down, bro?" You know what I'm saying? I hit his elbow. He like, "Shit, man, just coolin', man. Just woke up." You know what I'm saying? But I could tell his energy, nervous, keep looking at me, trying to see if I'm gonna say something. Hey, buddy, that ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? But I did offer him this one piece of advice.
That's the thing. I don't. This. I'm seeing this more and more. Right. A lot of men going in prison, they either become bi or gay. That's why I can't. I don't. Oh my God! I don't know why people would be stupid enough to do criminal shit. I don't know why. I don't know why people would do criminal shit. It is insane. Why would you do criminal shit? I do not want to get my ass beaten. I do not want to get my ass pushed. I don't understand it.
I look back. I said, "Hey, listen." He said, "What's happening?" I said, "My nigga, you've been through a lot in this prison shit. You've been through a lot. You've been through a lot, bro." And
post smell unclarity, ex machina.
And niggas done put shit on your name before. So my advice to you is this, because I know you knew that it's dawn. The Muslims in here are slap crazy. These niggas do not care. They be saying, I done heard them say it a couple times on some stuff like, "I don't care about dying, because if I die, serving Allah or something got to do with Allah like that, then it takes me away from this misery and puts me with Allah even quicker." So I'm assuming that's why, some of the people in different countries don't mind being like suicide bombers if they feel like, they're doing this for their God or whatever. So I'm telling him, I said, "Bro, listen, I've seen these people here do some real crazy things." I said, "So, you do whatever you want to with that information, but I'm just letting you know." So he's like, "Yeah." So now, over the next few days, I'm noticing the same type of movement that a lot of people say they noticed with him at the last prison with, a certain type of person. And I'm just noticing he constantly making his way, walking past that room, and sometimes the door be cracked right when he walked by, and then as soon as he walked by and somebody else walking up, the door pull up real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like a nigga just flashed him or something. Nigga had the door cracked, probably showed him a cheek or two, and they hurry up and pulled the door back so couldn't nobody else see what was going on. Like they had a smooth operation going on. And one day I'm standing on the range and doing that Big Nick, aka King Younts, he pull up on me. Ice was walking across the big floor. He said, "Yeah, man, they little fuck nigga there. Little fuck nigga make me, come on now. Niggas know who gonna get it done, ain't it? Niggas know King Younts get it done." I'm like, "What the hell he done did to you?" Tell my man, little fuck nigga owe me like $8, man. They gonna tell me he might not have the money exactly on store day. You know what I'm saying? Because of this and this, and he got a debt, whoop, whoop, whoop. But then the little fuck nigga think I ain't noticed what was going on. I seen a little fuck nigga go down there and buy some food, because y'all know King Younts be stuttering. He's like, I seen the fuck nigga go down there and buy some little food, and then he posted up. But I was out here watching the whole time. I watched the whole play. The nigga who he bought the food from, he take the food down into the little gay nigga room, and then he double back. He done double. Like this nigga just be having shit going on, just stupid. You know what I'm saying? Right while we talking, one of the Muslim dudes pop out the room, say, they wasn't calling him Ice. The Muslims didn't call him Ice. They called him something like Amadullah, something. One of them Arabic type names. So he came upstairs. There was another one coming out the room. He had to walk past me and King Younts staring him down. So as soon as he get over here, I hear the Muslim dude say, "Brother, you was gambling on the prayer rug?" So he was like, What you say, Aki? He said, "Brother, you was gambling on the prayer rug? Why the brother just told me that y'all was in there shooting dice and you was using the prayer rug to gamble?" And he was like, "The dice roll different when it's, you feel me, if it's on the mat or if it's straight up on the floor." And he was like, "Brother, we don't do that. You're not doing that. That's so disrespectful. That's so disrespectful, bro. You ain't even supposed to be gambling. You already know this. But especially don't use your prayer rug to gamble on, bro. Don't use your prayer rug, bro." He was like, I apologize, blah, 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 blah. Then the Muslims kept saying little stuff to him. because they supposed to pray 5 times a day, and he sure was missing a good 2, 3 of them for sure. Ice was missing them prayer days. Like, it was always some reason he missing it. Or I don't know if it's like this for all 5 or for certain one of them, but I know they got to wash their face, their hands, their feet, maybe even their head, and I think they got to brush their teeth. Or at least rinse their mouth out before they pray. Because I've seen a lot of them do that. But I don't know if it's for every single prayer or if it's only just for one. But it was situations they were saying he coming down there without, they could tell he ain't wash his hands or whatever. So one night him and King Yamp get into it real big. This was the night of store day. They got into it real big. They were arguing. Ice was telling King Yamp, I'll bust you. You know what I'm saying? And the Muslims pushed him over, pulled him over real quick. So I guess they was just letting them know, like, we ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, big, we're cool people. You know what I'm saying? We don't do all this loud noise and all that type of stuff. So he was just telling him, like, I want my money, bro. You know what I'm saying? So bro was like, I got you. He was like, bro, I just watched you cash out and buy some food, bro. Like, don't make me do that now. Don't make me take it all the way there now. You know what I'm saying? And that was Big Nick's way of telling Ice, don't make me say it where I seen the food go first, who you split it with. You know what I'm saying? Just pay me my money. What it was, Ice didn't have it. He spent the money on the food. You already only get half. He probably split half of that with Dude, left him with only a couple items. And shit, now Big Nick got away. It was storming real bad, bro. Storming real bad. Like, they was even...
Really? Donta Show Network? Interesting.
Prison people was even telling us and considering that if it get a little worse, they may have to ship us to another camp because, it's getting dangerous. You got Ice and the Dude that everybody know, they walking around, they busting laps around the dome. When all the power shut off, I say like maybe 5 seconds later, it cut back on. And it ain't like I was just watching Ice and trying to peep his every move, but it's just certain things you just catch, you know what I'm saying? When the power came back on, the area they was walking at, here's the entrance door to the TV room. They was walking this way. The lights went out. When the lights came back out, the dude, that's non-homosexual, came straight out the TV room, just like that, pulling his pants up. I look this way, but I'm really looking on my peripheral like this just to see if Ice finna come out of their necks because I ain't see him. Where else could the nigga have went that fast? So I do like this. Show thing. Ice come out there next. He waited like 10 seconds for Dude to walk out. He gonna come out there like this. Like he rapping a song, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, that boy playing the dance.
I swear to God. I mean, it's funny. I mean, I wouldn't mess with prison dudes, but I mean, like, they do swear that they're the hardest, yet a lot of them are gay. But I mean, I'm not saying that gay men can't be tough, because I would not mess with prison dudes. So, but it's just like, okay, I don't really understand it.
In this game, you know what I'm saying? So they came in, they made us do emergency lockdown. So all day it was storming real bad, but
this is what I say, right? These are people who cannot control their lusts, right? They can't control their lusts, i.e., like they have no filters, or they have no self-control, right? I mean, obviously, criminals really are not the examples of self-control. And this is why I promote men. Do not let women and lust be your biggest weakness. Do not let women and lust be your biggest weakness. And here's the thing. Prison shit, lust is your biggest weakness. Seriously, you can't go a year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever, however long without having sex. You need to get any booty you can. It's like, come on, it's too much. It's too much. You got to control yourself. Steve, what's up, my brother?
Went on emergency lockdown 2 times that day. When we came out the second time, I was outside on the rail. You got Ice walking past on the bottom part of the day room. You got Big Nick walking down thing. He got his shirt off. I'm talking about looking like, Rose. He walking down the range. He eating honey bun. Stomach hanging and swinging everywhere. So he looked down, like him and Ice kind of like eye each other. And then Ice stopped looking at Big Nick, but he went to singing a song, Rollo song. He said, pop shit, 12.
Whiskey, what's up, my brother? Thank you for being here. I'm just watching shit.
I can't stop shit. Then he switched to a whole nother song. He said, the day they make me mad, that's the day they make the news. I don't mean to break the rules, but look at what you made me do. Pop shit, 12 can't stop. Watch how I'm about to double down on that fuck nigga. He said, I'm finna really up the score on that fuck nigga. Yo, King Yamp, because he got King Yamp tatted right here on the dollar bill. He said, yo, King Yamp, man, I'm finna double down on that fuck nigga. Watch how I up the score on that fuck nigga. Bro, it's still storming real bad. King Yamp's been posted up. Because he live on this side. He been posted up by the top shower part down there. I'm talking about off and on for hours. I don't know what he got going on. I don't know what's up his sleeve. And then sometimes he'll walk down and then he'll post up right there. It's a little bench. Fighting with niggas, he just put hits out on people. You know what I'm saying? So the lights went out, bro, for like a good 2 minutes. Came back on. You can see 12, like, outside in the window going to different dorms and stuff. And then the lady in our booth beat on the glass and was like, everybody locked down, everybody locked down. When I looked over there, I saw Big Nick walking into a room directly next to the gay dude room. Now, everybody knows certain doors in the dorm that don't lock all the way, or they can lock, but there's certain things you can do to pop them. Just some of them ain't fixed. This was one of them rooms. I'm like, what the hell he got going on? So then I looked at the room right next to his. It was already green lighted. The door was already locked. So when the police doing an emergency lockdown, because they got to come do an emergency count, they don't care if you're in the right room or not. As long as this paper say it's 96 people in this dorm, as long as I go in here and count 96 bodies, I don't give a damn what room you in. That's how that works during an emergency. That's how that works during an emergency lockdown. We locked down. I had ran grab me some ice real quick. We locked down. And I'll probably say, now the lights were going off and on, you know what I'm saying? Just throughout the night. But I ain't give a damn. I was getting ready to go to sleep. And the next thing you know, I hear somebody scream, ah, they fucking. So I'm like, what the fuck? Me and my roommate jumped up, went to the door because all the lights was out. But when you look down from my room to the room where the little gay dude was at, you see a flashlight shining. You know that ain't no police because things that's being said, and it wasn't like super bright like a police light. But it was dark, so then the lights came back on, and you got Big Nick standing there with his phone in the thing, and he's screaming, wake up, they fucking, I can't, they fucking. You hear somebody arguing, saying something. I guess, Ice was in there arguing back and forth with him, telling him, like, don't try me like that, stop trying me like that, blah, 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 blah. Big Nick came up the steps. Now, you see him going to certain Muslim rooms. It's like 2, 3 in the morning, bro, hitting on the door. Hey, get up, look, I done double down on the little fuck nigga. I set him up because I peeked the move, I saw what was going on. And as he gets closer and closer to my room, showing people whatever he was showing people, you know what I'm saying? And he was walking past my room. He stopped at my door. He said, Ben. I said, yeah. He said, look how I just double down. Double down on it. Fuck ass nigga. Playing with my money. So when the video starts, you can see King Yamp got the phone like super close up on the vent. And you just hear moaning and groaning. And what Pete did is that? Scrambling and scraping. It was moaning, groaning, scrambling and scraping.
Scrambling and scraping. Okay, bro.
And then you see him walking out the room, and then he go directly in that door, push the phone up on the glass. Now, you couldn't see like details, but you most certainly saw somebody on top of somebody. And how that song go? They was body to body.
I don't understand it. I don't understand these people. I really don't. I don't know why you would you can't control yourself. It's crazy. Let's I have two interesting videos I wanted to check out.
His butt cocked up in the air, and it was a white dude. And that was his cellmate.
Yo, big bars. What's up, my brother? Many black men will have with anyone at any time. It's kind of a sad lack of self-control. It's just my experience. In my life, I have been hit on by many black men. That is crazy. That's prison romance. God. I do not want to go to prison.
He was banging him, just tossing that motherfucker, I mean, hard, man. And the white dude, he must have had some good ass, cause the white dude had his head tipped sideways. I'm watching this shit, and I'm hearing all that, the noise, the impact of the shit. His ass was juicy, bro. I'm talking about that motherfucking shit was juicy, motherfucker. And I'm watching this man getting dick in his ass. I'm hearing that shit. His ass was just juicy, bro.
They came in and told me that they were going to set up hidden cameras and that if they seen Sergeant Anderson break the law in any way, that they would be there to stop it. Well, as soon as he exposed himself, I'm like, got him.
This is the thing where this may be controversial. Natural selection. This may be controversial, right? Controversial. But again, I preference this. This is probably a controversial opinion. I think, in my opinion, gayness is a lack of control, right? A lack of self-control. Just an opinion. I mean, just my personal opinion. Because one, right? I mean, if you can't get women, you but you have to have sexual release. So what do? You go towards men. Probably men would maybe be easier. And I think those are the type of men that cannot control themselves. They let lust be, they let loose with lust. That is nasty. It is nasty. It's just, this is why I don't understand, right? Prison is scary. I would never, ever want to go to prison. This is why I don't understand why people would do criminal shit. I don't. I mean, like, I've lived a life that I did not do anything, really any criminal acts.
This man's being caught red-handed, but they don't come out. They don't rush in. It ended up being like 22 minutes. But finally, when they came running in, and Inspector Pacioli with his badge held high, Sergeant Anderson with his pants down, putting the cuffs on.
I let him know that I want to have sex with him. I let him know I want to lay with him. He comes in. I say, what if we rape you right now? How will you like that? He started crying and begging and pleading. You know what I'm saying? Mark, I don't want to be like this. I don't want to be gay. I don't want to. But at this time, you know what I'm saying, I'm out of control. And he's slapping real hard. I tell him to take his pants off. He doesn't want to do it. I punch him in the face. You know what I'm saying? I squeeze his ass cheeks. 2 handfuls. He tenses up. So I take my pants off. I mean, he's just sitting here the whole time. I had a pair of red and white Jordan with some red shoestrings. So I ain't got nothing on but these tennis shoes and my undershort. I give him the grease. And I tell him to put some on his finger. Stick it in his ass and kind of like fuck himself to loosen himself up. Because I know he had never been penetrated before. It was his first time. But I said, what if I take this knife and stab it right through your face? I said, well, you like that? So he's scared now when he see this knife. You know what I'm saying?
They had a knife to my eye and one in my throat right here in my jugular. And I'm telling you, I could just feel them, sticking me. And if they put any pressure on, it's going to cut me wide open, I
go to fucking him. You know what I'm saying? Slowly at first, you know what I'm saying? And try to loosen him up. It was tight. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was definitely a virgin. He's groaning and, you know what I'm saying, moaning and telling me how it hurts. So, I bag out a little bit. At this time, my dog, he at the door. You know what I'm saying? He's standing in front of the cell. So he's like, man, come on, man, goddamn. Don't hurry up, man. I want to get straight too. I said, well, come on. I get up off of him. He greases himself up. He shows him no mercy. He fucks him, for real. Since I had to tell him, hold up, man, slow down, chill out, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to hurt him, for real. You know what I'm saying? We have to go to the hospital, and, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna automatically have to say what happened.
He have sex with him first. Then I have sex with him. Then he have sex with him. I have sex with him. Then he have sex with him. And then that was the end of it.
So I didn't finish it first, you know what I'm saying? So I fuck him, I come off. I give him a do. Next day, you know what I'm saying? He goes to SEG. In prison, that's lockup.
So I'm like, in my heart, I'm like, damn, we through. We done got us a rape case.
Yeah, shit, man. On the foot massage tip, though? Really?
Is it just me, or you also believe prison gay relationships are real?
And while you were in jail...
I think prison makes you gay. It's like, what is up with this?
Waiting to get out, they put a 17-year-old in the cell with you. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you and some other inmates beat and that 17-year-old for 8 days. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Trying to turn somebody out, they call it. No, that's wrong. I know that's wrong. But they got a lot of guys don't think it's wrong.
But look, here's what they don't tell you on the outside. See, most of these relationships ain't about love. Most of them ain't even about attraction. They're about power. Dominance is survival. And if you don't understand that difference before you step inside, you will eventually become a target. They'll take only one thing, and I mean only one thing from you.
Booty. Booty.
I mean, like, I've heard this, right? They said that, the classification, right? If, these criminal men, do things to little boys, it's not about them being gay or not. It's about power, dominance. And in my opinion, right, it's still, in my mind, you are still gay. I still view it as, no, you're gay. You're gay. Even if you're doing it for some other psychological reason that, a dominance kind of play. No, because You want to be dominant over other men by penetrating them. You are gay. You are gay. So I think it's disgusting. First time a black man hit on me was in college. It's odd being catcalled by men. That's the thing where, this is the thing where it's like there's a lot of, and this is the thing where I try to promote, right? It's not being able to control yourself, right? Not being able to control yourself, not having a self-control. And these are, in my opinion, the most, what is it? Stupidest of men, right? No self-control.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. Sexual desires don't disappear behind those walls. They multiply by 10x. But in prison, those desires get twisted into something else. They become weapons. They become control. And the men who know how to use them, they're called booty bandits. And the men who don't know how to protect themselves, they become sissies, punks, and what they call prison wives. Not by choice, but by force. I mean, listen to what this inmate said that shocked the world.
In this prison, booty was more important than food. Booty. Having some booty was more important than drinking water. I like booty.
Now, what happens when you take a man and lock him in a cage with hundreds of other men? No access to women, no privacy, no outlet for those desires. Just concrete walls and men. For a year or decades. Those needs don't go away. They intensify. They become almost unbearable. Don't just take my word for it. Listen to this clip.
And I'm hard, man. I didn't know it, boy. I've been waiting 5 months for this, man. I ain't left the way to touch myself. My balls is heavy.
All right, so let's start with the foundation. Because if you don't understand this part, nothing else is gonna make sense. Here's something most people on the outside don't get. They think when you go to prison, your sexual desires just randomly turn off. Like you flip a switch and suddenly you're fucking celibate for however many years you're locked up. Dead wrong. Think about it like this. What happens when you tell yourself you can't have something? When you're on a diet and you can't eat sweets, what's the only thing you think about? Sweets, right? That craving doesn't disappear, it multiplies. Now imagine that on a massive scale. You're locked in a cage with no access to women, no privacy, no physical intimacy of any kind.
Booty's more important than water, nigga.
No touch, no affection, no release. For months, years, sometimes decades. Those desires don't fade away, they explode. Your whole body screaming for connection, for touch, for release. And when you're surrounded by hundreds of other men feeling the exact same desperation, that's when things get dangerous. This is where a guy named
Mike the Booty Bandit, that's what they call me. 14 to 13 and up, that's what I do. I take young niggas' booty. 'Cause they can't really fight back. So yeah, come down here, it's going down. I don't play, flat out.
Now you might be
Yes, it's gay shit.
thinking, can't you just fight back? Can't you protect yourself? Here's the reality. These predators travel in packs. They got homies. They got backup. And if you fight one, you're fighting 5, 6, 7 of them. And even if you win that fight, you just made yourself a bigger target because now they got to prove a point. They'll take you to a place.
This shower rolls on his ass, get him in the shower. Yes. I was down there, nigga done parked me. I had to get up out of here. Time to shine. Get in there. Shine like Robo.
Now, when a predator successfully targets someone, when they break them down, there's a whole system for what happens next. And the labels they use, they're about more than just words. They're about completely changing who you are inside. This next part is the darkest aspect of prison life, but you need to hear it. There's a saying inside, the weak gets preyed upon. And when I say preyed upon, I'm talking about getting raped. I'm talking about men being forced into becoming someone's prison bitch, sissy, or punk.
If you put in, prison statistics, actually men are, more abused than women. Which, I mean, yes, women are going to say by who? By men. I get it. But still, doesn't change who's the victim.
That's what they call them. And if you think this is a tale from some fantasy world, look at this. Let me break down what these terms actually mean. A punk is someone who's been forced into a submissive sexual role. They're somebody's property. They perform sexual acts, sometimes for protection, sometimes just because they don't have a choice. A sissy is similar, but sometimes looks like this. But make no mistake, this ain't a choice most of them made.
That's crazy. Someone baby daddy turned out. My brothers, be in the straight and narrow. Red Door, what's up, my sister? What is up? Be in the straight and narrow, right? Be good men. This is why I've said this, right? I support this channel. I support good men. Be good men. Like, seriously.
Willingly.
Like, prison is for the animals, in my opinion. Prison is for the animals and the people who can't control themselves.
This is survival after trauma. Now you might be thinking, why don't they report it? Why don't they get protective custody? Protective custody means 23-hour lockdown, no yard time, no commissary, no phone calls, basically solitary confinement for your entire bid. And you still gotta walk to meals, still gotta go to medical, still gotta be transported, and everybody knows you're in PC. Everybody knows you're a victim. Plus, reporting means admitting what happened, going through investigations, maybe testifying. And if your case doesn't stick, if your abuser doesn't get charged, you just made things exponentially worse for yourself. Now you're a punk and a snitch. You won't survive. That's why the vast majority never report. They just adapt. They survive the only way they can. And this is why I keep saying, someone can come in on a simple charge and leave fundamentally changed. This is the part that parents need to hear. This is the part that'll make you think twice about the choices you're making on those streets. Imagine you're 17 years old, got caught with some weed, maybe had a scale on you, so they got you for intent to distribute. Judge gives you 2 years, could be out in 18 months with good behavior. You're thinking, I can do 18 months, I'll keep my head down, do my time, come home. But you got no idea what you're walking into. First week, you'll be known as
Press me! Press me!
Week 2, inmates will ask for favors. You're uncomfortable, but you don't know how to say no without causing problems. Things escalate. Before you know it, you're trapped. You're his punk, and everybody on the yard knows it. Look at this happening live to a white boy.
Prison fuck nigga pageant, man. Prison fuck nigga pageant, man. This how they do up in this bitch. This how they doing here. Yeah, they do it in here. This how they doing it, man.
This is not. These are not. These are not. I mean, like, these are animals. These are animals. These aren't men. These are animals, right? These are animals. These are not men.
Prison fuck nigga pageant, man. Contestant number 1. They gave him one bag.
You gotta do a little extra for that bag now. That bag is special. That's $3.98 on top. That bag $3.98 on top. You gotta do a little more extra. You ain't did that yet. You gotta show us something. Bump that ass. You gotta bump that ass for that red sack.
Fuck y'all niggas doing.
Hey, bro, that bag come $3.98.
So this 17-year-old who came in on a weed charge, after 18 months, he's walking out different. Maybe he's got feminine mannerisms he didn't have before. Maybe he's questioning his sexuality, not because he's actually gay, but because his sexuality got weaponized against him for 8 days. Some men come home and try to reclaim their masculinity through violence or hypermasculine behavior. Some withdraw completely. Some actually can.
It's insane that you can make these weapons in prison. It's crazy.
Continue relationships with men because that's what they know now. Their whole sexual identity got rewired by trauma. This is what turning into a completely different human being actually means. It ain't about discovering who you really are. It's about being broken down and rebuilt by violence and exploitation. So now you know the full reality. Desires multiply by 10x behind those walls. Predators use that desperation to exploit the weak. Men get forced into roles that destroy their identity. And someone with a simple charge can walk out fundamentally broken. This is the truth about prison gay relationships when they ain't consensual, when they ain't about love or connection, when they're about power, violence, and survival.
Me gustas mucho, me gustas tanto que ni te imaginas. Me gustas mucho, que soy capaz de darte mi vida. Sacrificarme por un beso tuyo sería un honor si es así. Te ves enamorado porque me gusta, porque me encanta.
Okay.
Ladies, y'all put some.
Here's an interesting one. This is the female version of it. Alvy, when I was younger, my charges were marijuana, and it was only like a week, maybe 2 a month. in month 2. That's diabolical. My brother, that's why you know what? I can't do it. I feel bad for anyone who's been through prison.
Space in between y'all.
And many of our women prisoners who would not be gay or lesbians in the free world are in fact drawn to each other here. And
Jeremiah, what is up? What's up?
That ultimately actually into lesbian sexual relationships.
When I first came to prison, about a year after I was in prison, I started being with women, probably for affection.
It is a rule violation for inmates to have sex in prison. When we see it, then they are punished because of that. We can't have it.
I'm the wife.
They don't tell you about this part when you catch a case, but inside women's prison, there's a common slang.
I have this expression called gay for the stay and straight at the gate.
Real talk, behind those walls, loneliness hits different. And I'm talking about a type of lonely that'll make women do things that are crazier than anything you can imagine. Some of y'all think you know what prison love is, but what I'm about to break down, this ain't what you see in the movies. This is what actually goes down, and I mean deep down, when you take everything from someone, their freedom, their family, their touch. And trust me, what fills that void, it's wilder than you think. This clip explains it precisely.
This is an older lady, you know, I look up to them. So this is like my mother figure. They start calling them mom. This is, you know, the lesbian female. This is my dad, you know, whatever. Something.
Oh, no. I was watching, like, there was some other videos before this one, right? Of some men talking about going through prison and what is done to them. So I'm like, I don't understand why. I would never I'm sorry. I would never commit a crime. I can't imagine myself committing a crime, right? I can't, because I would not want to go to prison. It's hell, right? Prison is hell. I don't know why people would commit crimes.
That they don't get at home, something they've never had. And in here, the relationships are much more close because you're so enclosed, and you see these people every single day, no matter what you do, you know? So you build these bonds with people.
All right, so let's break down this loneliness thing, because this is where most people get it twisted. See, when you think about being lonely, you probably think about being home alone on a Friday night, right? Maybe scrolling through Instagram, wishing you had plans. That ain't even close to what we're talking about here. Prison loneliness, that's a whole different beast. And for girls, it hits different.
Hey guys, what's up? I want to say, it is very true that everyone is gay in prison. The prison that I was in, there was no straight girls. Everyone was gay for the stay. All right, like facts, like everyone was. Like you come in straight and you leave like gay, and then you're straight again whenever you go home.
Picture this. You wake up every single day to the same concrete walls, same faces, same routine, no privacy. Can't touch nobody you love. Can't get a hug from your mom. Can't feel safe in somebody's arms. Now multiply that by months, years, sometimes decades. Your brain starts doing something wild when you're deprived of human touch and connection that long. It literally rewires itself to survive. And for women especially, they're wired for connection, for intimacy, for bonding. To explain this, let me paint you a real picture.
I think women have like a bigger rate of going to prison and turning gay, right? Like than men.
Yeah, straight at the gate.
Yeah.
Gay for the stay.
Gay for the stay, yeah. So you find yourself a girlfriend in there?
A couple.
And what's a prison relationship look like?
It's fucking terrible.
It's gotta be weird, right?
It's terrible. So you live in different cottages, you know, like units or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so if they find out that's your girlfriend, she gotta go to another unit. And you can bet your ass she's fucking somebody in another unit. For sure, that's gonna happen. So, you know, they didn't last very long because once you got caught in a relationship, they gotta move your boo away from you. So now you gotta move on. And you know, sometimes people would have like out of cottage girlfriends and in cottage girlfriends, and you navigate.
That sounds like a lot to keep up with.
It was a nightmare.
And can you hook up in prison though? Isn't it hard to do? Like, is there somebody always around? Like,
it's hard, but it's not. There's like 2 COs for like every 400 girls.
Okay, but what about other inmates? Like, do you just have to like?
Well, you have them like
stuff?
6'5" for you.
Okay.
But they also tell on you, so you know, it's like terrible. It's like the quickest 5 seconds of your life, and you think it's like great.
And you think it's like, yeah, it's
and it's a dirty shower. You can't touch the walls. Like half the time, there's tampons floating down the drain. Like there's zero romance about that.
Yeah.
Zero.
Have a hot date in the shower.
Yeah, it doesn't sound very hot to me.
No.
It's not doing it for me right now.
No.
Catch something for the shower, yeah. Definitely not Orange is the New Black. You know?
Yeah. You got the girls coming back from visits, pooping in the shower because they didn't got drugs on their visit. So
Man.
There's nothing like romantic about shower sex.
Yeah, no wine and dine whatsoever.
No.
Was it always in the shower?
I mean, some people would have sex on the toilet, but that was like
Oh
below
my God, no
that was below
thanks.
my standard. Like,
But
you
I'm
know,
thinking like
the tampon shower was like better than
2 COs per 400 girls. There's got to be. Was it like an open dorm?
Oh yeah.
So, but I'm
like each
thinking
side was
though,
like 200 bunk beds.
and there had to have been an opportunity for like to use a bunk bed. To, you know.
Oh yeah. Girls would like put sheets up and stuff. I just was never like that brave or pressed. And some of the COs was like cool, and some of the COs was having sex with men.
That's the thing. I'm not that pressed for sex. Like, I don't understand it. I mean, I guess I kind of understand it, but like, I don't as well. I don't know why people can't control themselves.
We're talking about fingers. We're talking about fingers here, right? For the most part,
Yeah.
right? So like,
It's pretty doable anywhere.
I feel like,
they don't have
yeah.
sex on the yard. Like, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, anywhere.
Yeah, anywhere. I just have standards.
Now here's how it actually goes down. It usually starts innocent. Two cellmates talking late at night, sharing commissary. Maybe one's having a breakdown, missing the kids, and the other one's there to comfort her. That physical touch, even just a hand on the waist, it triggers something in your brain that's been starved. Next thing you know,
These two girls are getting it on. Around me. Now I'm on the top bunk, so I could see all the other women on the top bunk. So I know where the general vicinity and the moaning starts.
some of these relationships get deep, dog. Like really, really deep. But here's the thing. Loneliness is just the beginning. Because some women take this survivor thing to a whole different level. And what they're willing to do, that's where it gets really crazy.
We have a good relationship. We've been together about 2 years. And for a relationship in here, it's good. Known couples aren't usually housed together. But we manage to connect sometimes. You know?
Yeah, there's a way around everything.
So you get in here and you don't have anybody, you don't have anything, so you just sort of cling to somebody.
And women are more affectionate or whatever anyway. So it looks like normal couples on the streets, but it's all women. Some look like boys. So
yeah, they shave their head and they walk around like a little boy.
Yeah, they even hold themselves like they're something down there. I'm the wife. We spend our money together. I shop and get our stuff and
Natural selection.
cook our food every day and make sure she has her stuff. We do everything together, everything. You know, so whatever she's involved in, I'm involved in.
Now this next part, most people don't want to talk about it, but it's happening in prisons across the country every fucking day. Here's something most people completely miss about prison. The power dynamic is everything, and I mean everything. COs control your whole life like puppeteers with broken strings. When you eat, when you shower, with whom you shower, if you get phone calls, if you get yard time. Basically, they can make your bid easy or they can make it hell. So what do some women do when they realize they got something these officers want? They use it. This ain't about love. This ain't even about attraction most of the time. This is pure survival and strategy. These women start small, extra attention, lingering conversations, compliments, maybe asking for small favors, an extra blanket, an extra tray of dinner. And most COs, especially the male ones, they work in long hours, dealing with stress or they fat wife, or maybe they got problems in life. So when an inmate starts showing them attention, making them feel special, some of them fall for it. Next thing you know, that CO is bringing in contraband, cell phones, drugs, food from outside, money getting put on commissary accounts. And in exchange, sometimes it's sexual, sometimes it's just the promise of sexual. Either way, that inmate just leveled up their whole situation just because that guard started thinking with his dick.
There's a lot of cheek busting going on up in the female prison. You know, you might work for the, what they call him? The warden? The warden. You know, work in the warden's office. They get
Because these women, they know they're in prison. These dudes do not have no problems busting up in the women.
They have no problem. They getting that. And they got about 500 of choices to choose from. And these females in there, you know, they altering their clothes. So they clothes, you come in is baggy, but when they get finished with it, you got a whole bodysuit on. Yeah, so you walking around, you can see it all.
Here's an inmate explaining it.
Did I have pretty privilege in prison? Yes, I did. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not everybody's 10. Everybody has types. I'm not everybody's type, but I was some people's type, and so I had some advantages because I looked a certain way. I don't have, you know, a super curvaceous body. I'm thin, so I got my uniforms altered. As vain as that might sound, I literally had them altered because I wanted to feel some semblance of femininity. I was gonna be in there for 10 years. I wanted to feel like a girl at some points, okay? But let me just tell y'all something. There is a downside to pretty privilege in prison. You're in there with a bunch of females. Y'all already know females get in their feelings. They have these emotions. We go through it. So you could literally gain a hater like instantaneously, someone you've never talked to, just because they're jealous of how you look and just because you're getting more attention than they are. And people that are jealous and angry, they might try to cut you in the face. They might try to beat you with a lock. And so having pretty privilege in prison or looking a certain way or having certain advantages, it could also get you hurt. And it's a dangerous position to be in if you do not use it in the right way. So you have to be careful and walk a tight line because pretty privilege may open some doors for you, but it also, it'll bring some people your way that you might not want your way, okay? So that's the lowdown on pretty privilege in prison, y'all. Yes, it exists. Yes, I had it to a degree. And yes, it can be very dangerous. I love y'all. The more you know, knowledge is power. See y'all in the next one.
I got more attention because I was beautiful. But here's the coldest part. Some of these women, they got multiple COs competing for their attention, playing them against each other, using one to get phone privileges, another to get drugs, another to get information about when shakedowns are happening. It's a whole chess game. And the women who master it, they live in better.
George. Okay, yeah, I love it. This is why I be warning black people. Jail isn't cool or cute. It's fucking gay. Exactly. Right? I mean, like, seriously. I mean, I don't, like, You know what? This is kind of funny too. Watching some of there were like Netflix series, right? Talking about, you know, prison life. I'm like, my God, I don't understand why people would not fear prison. I don't understand why people do not fear prison. I fear it. I fear prison. I mean, like 100%. One, I don't want to get beaten up, right? Two, I don't want to, like, you're going to turn gay. It's like, I think it's like 90% of chance you're turning gay. Particularly if you're not the, I don't know, even if you're the strong type, you're effing somebody, right? So no, because they haven't been to jail. Oh God, I don't know. I mean, like, I haven't been to jail. Watching these things, right? Watching like Netflix series, all the series about what's happening in jail. Oh my God, George says, I love gay people, but it ain't cool if another man or woman has seen your butthole outside of sex. I don't know. I mean, I don't have any hate against gay people, but I don't want to become one. I'm sorry. I don't want to become one. Or some of my friends, they're just effed up. Yeah, it probably is effed up. Probably is effed up. DA, there's only 50% chance. Most dude can fight. Really? You know what? Is that really thing? Antics. Really? It's 50%? I don't know. I mean, I guess you're right, right? If you're tough enough, I guess you wouldn't, you know, be like that. Jail is the most unhealthy and stressful place on the planet. You don't fucking know who's your enemy, and it can be those who you would never suspect. I'm scared. Yeah, I don't get it. I'm scared, right? I'm scared straight. I don't know why people aren't scared straight.
Than 90% of the prison population, but that's just the beginning. After these hoes skillfully persuade dumb CO to get basically anything you want, then they start playing big. Here's something most people would never believe if you told them. Women are running full Cash App operations from inside prison. No phone, no computer, no freedom. This is what happens when you combine desperation, manipulation, and the power of human connection.
Even joining gangs? I hear the gangs will beat you up for like initiation thing. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I don't want to be prison.
My name is Sabrina. I'm 32. I'm here at Sticky in Boise, and I have 2 years to do. I'm 32, and I'm looking for people to just chop it up with, you know, just keep it live and entertain me and shit. So if you're down for that, hit me up on JPay. My number is 126113. I would love to hear from you. I got enough time. All right, bye.
Hey guys, what's up? My IDOC is 141651. Okay, so I'm in a legal bind and I'm having some issues with board and some nonsense is going on, so I'm actually reaching out to find maybe some legal support, law students, lawyers, anybody who can help me. Anybody reach out and I'll let you know what's going on in detail. But again, it's 141651, and thank you for even listening.
Hi guys, what's up? My name is Chelsea Jones. I'm in prison in Idaho at SICI. My IDOC number is 123796. You guys can add me on jpay.com. I'm just looking for someone to get to know and see where it goes. I hope to hear from you guys.
Some of these women are making more.
I don't know. Also, like, I don't know how some people, I'm sorry, right? I mean, I get it. But some people who want to, you know, get in relationships with prisoners, I'm sorry. I don't understand it. I really don't. I don't drop any uncensored. Yeah, I don't know how prisoners, or I don't know how people want to get with prisoners and stuff. It's crazy.
Money locked up than they did when she was from the streets. Here's how it works. Remember those relationships we talked about? Some of them extend to the outside world. A woman inside might have a girlfriend on the outside. Or maybe she still got dudes who were checking for her before she got locked up. Maybe family members feeling guilty. So they start working these relationships. Maybe I need $50 for commissary. I'm going through it. Can you send something to help me out? If you really love me, you'd make sure I'm good in here. And people send it over and over. Sorry, let's call them simps. Some of these Cash App accounts got hundreds, sometimes thousands being sent every month. The most strategic ones, they got their prison girlfriend managing everything from the outside. That woman on the streets becomes like a business manager. She's collecting money, managing relationships, keeping track of who's sending what. Sometimes she's even talking to multiple people, making them all think they're the only one. It's a whole operation. And the craziest part, some of these relationships are real. That outside girlfriend actually loves her partner inside. But love and business got mixed together. Now she's running a hustle to keep her girl comfortable and maybe even profiting herself. Think about that for a second. A woman with zero access to technology, locked in a cell, still found a way to generate income. That's not about being a criminal. That's about survival instinct being so strong that people will find a way no matter what. And that's the real story behind prison lesbian relationships. It ain't just about attraction. It's about loneliness that changes you. It's about manipulating the system to survive. It's about turning relationships into strategies, and strategies into money. These women are doing whatever it takes to make it through their bid. And whether you agree with it or not, you gotta respect the level of adaptation that takes. So now you know what really goes down. This is the reality nobody talks about. The survival tactics, the manipulation, the genuine connections that form in the worst circumstances. If this opened your eyes to what prison life really looks like, make sure you smash that like button. There's
Yeah, I wouldn't want a, a prisoner 304. So no, I'm good. I'm good. You can fix her behind bars. This is the thing where I've lived. I've been thinking about the model where I don't want to fix nobody, right? I don't want to fix nobody. I just my thought process. I don't want to fix people. So I've never think about, nope, if that's who you are, that's who you are. I don't want to change you. I'm good. I'm good. So. Here's some, tonight I'm just showing some interesting videos that I came across. So there's this one that I thought seemed interesting. So let's check this one out.
And getting STD. Yeah, that's his draw to fame. Yeah, getting a disease. And the reason why we know this is because he made a famous series,
I would take a model. I would take a model over an ex-con. It's trauma bonding, correct, right? I don't want to be honest, I don't want to bond with anyone through trauma.
Documenting it on TikTok, all for the glorious thing that we call internet fame. But today we are talking about something that I honestly deem way worse, because today we're talking about Scam's famous RSO tour, which stands for Registered Sex Offender. And if you wanted to know what this tour was, well, basically Scam is using the sex offender list like it's Tinder. Let's begin.
Day 1 of the RSO tour. If you don't know what I'm talking about, basically wherever I'm at, I'm going to be treating the registered offenders list like it's Tinder. So after about 20 minutes of scrolling, I had to settle for something. Of course she's not looking great right here because it's a mugshot, but I see potential. Y'all already know what to do by now. Go to the Facebook, make sure they match up and send that message. I told y'all I see potential, man.
Hold on. Yo, I know I'm supposed to be hating on this, but she low-key don't look that bad. I'm not gonna lie. He might have just found a gem with this one. Not the method. I'm just talking about the girl.
You gotta add the catfish points extra early. First, let's check her charges real quick.
And then the charges. Yeah, that's work. Yeah. I will say though, it's kind of crazy that she looks this good and has these type of charges on her. Kind of goes to show you that you really don't know who you're talking to whenever you're outside in public.
Basically, she put a minor on the blade, so that's free.
Alfie, yo, I hope you're not learning lessons, man. I hope you're not learning some lessons. Right? I mean, it's diabolical. This boy is doing some diabolical work. All right, this is some Pookie player shit.
Enough for me. This time I went for a different approach. It's more sentimental and it's a higher risk, but if they believe in God, it's gonna be green. So I said God always points me in the right direction.
Taking the God approach with a RSO is a choice. I will say that.
She said, LOL, why you say that? I said, he just wanted me to see your profile and I don't even use Facebook. And she said, sounds sketchy. This is where I got scared. I almost fumbled. I said, if sketchy comes with you, I'm all for it. And she said, boy, I tried to clutch up, but it felt like Chris Paul hits a huge three to cut the lead down to 42. So then I just made it a competition. I had to get her attention somehow. And I said, I'm just too much for you. I get it. And she said, you just look young. So I set my age in a math problem. He said, no way, you just sent.
That's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie.
I couldn't admire my work. I couldn't be like, oh yeah, you know how to do it. So I just asked, you from here? And she said, yes, you better be too. It's crazy how the tables turn. At first she was being...
Bro, wasn't she just so against it? Now she already going, bro. Bro, this girl easy as shit. Yo, this girl hot and ready. Little Caesars on some shit, bro. What are we talking about, man?
Dry and now...
Alvy, I'm good. I'm glad that you're good.
She said, I better be from here. I'll leave Sunday. What we doing? Damn, so I can't even keep you for real. No, but you can leave your mark. Oh my God. I work tonight till 10, but I'm free after you.
Bro, what? That easy? And you finna link with her? Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I would not trust this girl. I'm not gonna lie. You finna end up with Maria, her.
But then I'll tell everyone about this, LOL. I promise I won't tell nobody. So yeah, I got her.
As he proceeds to tell the whole internet.
I was kind of nervous at first, but after I warmed up with some drink, everything was cool. I'm drunk as If you want to see the aftermath, I might.
Nothing good happened after those words. Day one, could have been worse. Could have been worse. You know, her charges are pretty outstanding, but I'm not gonna lie, you found yourself a little gem. I'm not gonna hold you.
Can't eat when I do this, I would throw up. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, last night I kind of crashed out, but let me explain.
That's the thing, right? I agree, Whiskey. This is the thing where I don't understand certain people. Like, having sex is not the end all to be all. And these are like, that's why it's right. The men in prison, women in prison, this little kid right here. I mean, it's like, when I said it, when you let women and lust be your weakness, it is never a good thing. Have disciplines, my brother. Have discipline.
First of all, I was around so many women in real life and I left with nothing, so I was kind of frustrated. And then I went through the list and she was the only one on the list that I could find that would respond. And plus, it's for content. Like, if it wasn't for content.
Plus, it's for content. Shut up. Nah, you got me. You got me, man. And you went for the bottom of the barrel. Stop that. You can't fool us. You can't fool us.
Link with it, right, guys? First step, you guys already know what to do. Find the Facebook. And then you want to check the charges. Yeah, her and that guy, Mo Lester, are on good terms. That's freaky.
Oh shit, she was a PDF. She's a PDF. Seriously?
Enough for me.
4'10" and 150 pounds? Brother, how is that even possible? What?
So I just went straight for the kill, and I said what Kodak said.
Jeremiah, I don't know. This might be a life hack, boys. She can't hit you for child support if she's in jail.
I only started with that because I was lit and she looked like a stud. Sorry, you have the wrong person.
She ain't look like what she was.
Girls, I do actually. You just haven't found the right guy yet. Oh wow, yeah, we can still learn stuff about ourselves no matter how old. Ho, ho, ho. I don't even remember being this disrespectful. Never mind, I'll ruin your life, old lady. Why was I acting like this? My life couldn't get any worse, LOL. See, this is where I felt bad for her when she said this. Last night I had to give her something, I'm sorry. Here, text my phone number. So I was just texting her a little bit. I was picking her brain apart slowly, making her fall in love with me.
Are you celibate, LOL? Right. And why are you asking me that, LOL? I'm okay with restarting, but I gotta have okay, that's whatever. I can just read your vibe. Cool if you are. I mean, yeah, but I didn't really plan it, LOL. I just work so much. I don't have time for myself or sex regardless, so I just stay to myself. I feel it, yeah. I told you I know everything about you. That's picking her brain. Nah, brother, you're just trying to pick her.
Enough texting. I said, what time you get off? I'm trying to kick it tonight. She said, I get off at 1 a.m. She worked at the airport, so I said, all right, I'm gonna take a lift there and we're gonna go back to your place. She said, okay, sounds good. Call me when you get here. All right, so I'm going to pick her up from the airport right now, y'all. This is so embarrassing, man. Like, just look at my eyes. You can tell how out of it I was. If this was me sober, I would not have done this.
Brother, shut your ass up, nigga. I'm talking about me sober. I want to do it. Yes, you want. Yo. I don't care what it is, bro. If you find a girl unattractive and you still crack, you will do that sober too, bro. It's a mental issue, bro. This is why you should never go against your standards, bro. Like, you end up in situations like this. You're cracking a stud. Auntie, chop, diddy chop. She's a molester. I don't care. She's chopped. I'm gonna just say it. I really hope that one's fake. I'm not gonna lie. Oh God, that's the.
So therefore,
that's crazy.
The body. I don't even know if I'm gonna post this video yet.
So yeah, day 2 was absolutely horrible for Scam, and you would think it couldn't really get worse than that. Oh boy, it got worse, bro. Oh my God, yo, day 3 by far the worst day yet. I'm letting you know right now. So this time while Scam was searching through the bins, he actually found some good prospects. Here's the thing though, none of them messaged back. So yet again, Mr. Scam likely started to get desperate.
Day 3 of the RSO tour. If you don't know, I treat the offenders list like it's Tinder. Hey man, Caleb Plant tripping. So I started off good. I found a lot of great thrift shops, but I just couldn't get them to answer and or find their social media. So I had to sacrifice the quality for content once again. This is a terrible thrift shop. This is like leaving with pots and pans instead of clothes. I already know how bad this is. It's just for content. Please don't do me. First step, y'all know what to do. Find that Facebook, make sure they match up, and hop in that DM. I almost forgot the most important step. Check the charges. Oh my God, she had 2 charges of the same thing. Hope the freak hasn't died.
Okay, description. Correlation with a okay. So she's a PDFer. Acts with a okay. This woman is a PDFer.
Down yet, and I don't want to hear no excuses when it comes to me. Right when I texted them, they hit me with this. And
I don't want to hear any excuses. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when you let lust corrupt your brain. But see, what you need to let corrupt your brain is this man right here. You know, and that's why we love G.
I don't know why. I never seen this before. Really wasn't planning on doing anything with this one, so I crashed out. I pressed one. I said, where are you located? I'm here, baby. Where you at? How did you find me? So I had to lie. I said, you look familiar. I honestly thought you were someone else. Haha. I'm visiting there right now, actually. I had to get her mind off of me being a stranger, so I just said, what do you do for fun? I have lots of fun, but not love to give massages. That's my favorite. I'm still learning, but I'm good at it. I knew something was off about her when she kept typing like this. I see, that's dope. I got some friends that would need it. It's 4 of us. See, I actually did have some boxing teammates with me, so I figured we would all need it. But then I said, you wouldn't leave.
Finding out that she's a prostitute and then paying her to do her activities for a video with your boys included. Yes, he said 4 of us, so his friends are tagging along. Dude, it's crazy. That's just absolutely crazy. I don't know what you can say in place. This is
shaming. It's like there's no shame. This kid has no shame.
This is bonkers, my nigga.
That's with the sad ending, right? My heart was beating, but she said if you want to leave with the happy movie ending, that would cost 100 each. I knew she needed the money, so I knew I could negotiate it. 200 for 4. Work with me. We will be fast. I will be fast. I can't speak for them. I can speak for me. Okay, fine. Tomorrow.
What does that mean? What?
I'm gonna call you tomorrow. She gave me her number, and I called her for a little bit before I went over.
They take my kindness for weakness.
Yeah.
Fucking, as soon as I'm just like, put your hands on me, and as soon as bam, they go straight down.
They get you going, huh?
Yeah.
They get you going, huh?
Was after we first picked her up, I told you she's not normal. Or she could have just been nervous because it was 4 of us in the car, but I don't know. I don't know what the homie be on because she swore she knew him, but I ain't gonna judge nobody. I'm gonna keep it a secret.
Bro, hold on. Look at his boys real quick, man. They look hot and ready. Happy as shit, smiling and shit. He got his hands on his lap like a good little boy. And bro to the left with the spider hoodie over here showing all 32 cheesing. Like, what are we talking about, man? Why are y'all this happy to crack a sped prostitute? My fault, they're not finna crack. They're just finna get a massage.
The homie be on because she swore.
This is a thing where, I mean, Jeremiah, right? I mean, this is a passport. This is passport bros are just a thing. I would say this, right? I do promote men to get their passport and travel, but I don't promote it where, oh, go around and have sex. Go around and have have a bunch of sex with people. I don't promote that. I've said this plenty of times. I'm a big believer that body count is neither good for men or women. I don't believe body count is good for neither men or women. Having a high body count, I'm not like that, right? So I don't particularly believe, oh, go around and have a bunch of sex. No. One, it's dangerous, right? All of the diseases, all the viruses you can get babies, kids, babies out of wedlock. And it's just, no, I think that's, you got to control your urges, your desires.
She knew him, but I ain't gonna judge nobody. I'm gonna keep it a secret.
After tonight, you on a team.
I met you before. Have I?
Nah, homie has used her services before, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
You see me before?
I don't know. I thought maybe we met.
Yeah, I appreciate you. But you already know I had to get mine out the way first. I told you I'm gonna be fast. I don't want to be a hassle. I just want to get mine out the way, cash you out. We took so many videos. Me bringing my friends with me was like the best idea ever.
Don't miss. Swear to God. He's pressure. Swear to God. He's pressure.
Going back to the car, you're with it?
I kind of do leaving us here unattended. Thanks, Casey. Talking about unattended. Thanks for getting real messy.
Nah, something wrong with bro. Something wrong with bro. Something wrong with bro.
Couldn't blame them for having a good time though, because I was also paying them for coming with me. He was just plotting and waiting the whole entire time. I don't know what he took before he came. Look how happy he is. He has his hands on his thighs, being a good boy, just waiting patiently. And he's so happy, he's like trying to look at him, trying to blame his happiness on him. And the massage was actually pretty good too, I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't just the ending that was good. Sometimes I really feel like my life is not real and I'm just AI generated.
By far the worst day. Everything considered. This is one of the most down bad things I've seen on the internet, period. And as if the series wasn't already crazy enough, day 4 got even more interesting.
Day 4 of the RSO tour. Wherever I'm at, I treat the registered offenders list like it's Tinder. Some of these people just make me want to throw up. I'm so sorry, guys. Like, just playing, guys. Come on now. I was in the Goodwill bins for a while, but I couldn't go out like that. Y'all know what to do by now. Find the Facebook. Check the charges. Attempted battery. Yeah, that's cool. My superstar point guard from last video has been begging me to get back on the court. So I threw him the lob and logged into his Facebook and texted her from there, which is kind of good because I don't got to worry about, oh, you're so young, you're a baby and stuff like that. All right, here we go. You from here? I live here. Why? I just lied. I said I swear I thought I knew you. I guess not. But I'm already here, so what you be doing for fun? You can't really have fun when you have kids. Do not make mistakes around me. I promise you I'm gonna capitalize. This is how I could tell that she was celibate for too long. Sounds like you just need some alone time. I bring drinks over Friday? Maybe. How old are you? Old enough to grow with you and just young enough to go all night. Oh my God. I have no words. See, I thought I lost her right here.
I'm not gonna lie, bro be cooking. I can't even hate.
But then she double texted me like 30 minutes later and said, what, you drink? LOL.
Oh, she drink wine. I already know she drink wine. She ready.
I'll surprise you. And then she said, what makes you want me? You can have anyone. You're super cute. Damn. Sometimes you gotta just cap a little bit and hit him where it hurts. Gotta follow my heart. God always puts me in the right path. I found you for a reason. I like the way you think. Hey, call me.
Why you keep on mentioning God in this shit? Like, God would not approve of this at all. What?
To make sure you're not a serial, you know what? Like, you have the perfect history. So I texted my friend and I said, hey, call her real quick. I might have another RSO for you. Just make small talk and then tell her you're busy. If you want to get back on the court, these are the shots you have to take. He said I'm nervous, but I knew he was going to come through. She said she likes my voice and she wants to see me Friday. Yes. So after I texted her, sorry, I couldn't talk longer. I was at dinner. No problem, honey. I'm looking forward towards Friday. So we stayed in touch for a little bit until Friday came, and that's when he actually went over to her house. So now the only problem is how am I going to be able to be a part of this? Because I'm still a stranger. I'm the method man, so I told him, act like you forgot the bottle and text your homie and tell him to get you one. So he was already over there. I told him to get as much videos as you can. Of course he didn't, because all he cares about is women. He doesn't care about the content. I show up with the bottle and I asked to use the bathroom. I say what's up. This is the only video that I could get. I didn't want to blow my cover.
Yeah.
I don't run an account.
And you don't run it?
I don't like do much with it as.
You don't promote your OnlyFans?
No.
Oh,
I don't. I put on my Facebook page, maybe here and there.
As you can see, they're both trolling about her having an OF. It's like they just click like this. I don't know what's up with him. He needs to chill. I'm super proud of my point guard.
I don't know if I would call that chemistry, brother.
Of course, he didn't get any exclusive or 18+ content with her, but don't forget to catch all of my other 18+ content with the other ones.
Also, why are all of these girls so easy, bro? Bro hit her with the quick 5-piece combo. She was already going.
This reckless lifestyle, but he doesn't want to make content. I don't know what's up with him. Hey, man, Wallow tripping.
You ain't had to do unk like that, bruh. Well, day 4 didn't go too horribly, I guess. Besides the first one, that may be the best one he's gotten, all right? But here's where everything goes downhill. Because day 5 is by far one of the craziest ones we have seen.
Wherever I'm at, I treat the registered offenders list like it's Tinder. I just wouldn't even acquire a 10 line like this. Hours of stress and doubt in the Goodwill bins, I finally found my bounty. Y'all know what to do, find the Facebook. I actually couldn't find her Facebook for a while, so I went to her relatives and I went to their Facebook and their friends and I found it from there. Don't question me on why I'm doing this. First of all, she actually is gorgeous, and second of all, I've never been with a lady this old. This is the closest photo I could find to her prime years, but I just know she was pressured when she was younger. I look at it like when Jordan went to the Wizards. When he went to—
I ain't gonna lie, she don't look bad for her age. Whatever, she's probably like 70. You don't look horrible, I will say.
Wizards, they didn't really want him for his skill. They just wanted him for his brand and his name and his image. They knew he was washed up, but he could still put up numbers. Make sure you also check the charges, okay? ORAL with a—
God, what is up with these women? having relationships with young people. I mean, come on. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Right? A lot of these, yeah.
Minor under the age of 18. Yes. All right, here we go.
The charges was in 1991. Scam. You were born in the 2000s. She committed the charge 15 years before you were even alive. What? Oh my God.
Hey, cutie. You think I'm cute? What makes you say that? You just have a glow to you. I can't explain it. That's so sweet. Thank you. Are you from here? I am. Sometimes you just gotta cap a little bit and make yourself sound better than what you actually are. You should show me around. I'm visiting for a bit. I'm way too old for you, honey. You look fresh out of high school. I thought I was cooked right here, so I lied about my age. I'm 23. I just have a baby face. I have a hard time believing that. So I had my friend Photoshop my ID and change my birth year to 2000. I know it's still young, but 23 sounds way better than 19. Why would I lie? Okay, I like your hair. Complain it then. Y'all need to take notes. Don't copy it word for word, like get some answers wrong on the test, but take notes. How do I know you are safe? What? Is that racist? I had to clap back, so I said you act like I'm a registered S offender or something. Dr. Umar, I'm sorry, but I said I'm one of the good ones.
How do I know you are safe? Why is Granny even asking, how do I know you're safe? Yeah, shit. It's for sure some racial undertones in that shit.
You are right, haha. You can have any girl your age. Why do you want me? I can't help what I'm attracted to. I taste pretty sweet too. Ooh, is that correct? You know it can't be a long-term thing, right? I'm glad she said that. Of course.
Wow.
Grab a bite and kick it at your house? Yes, that exclamation mark means a lot. Do you like wine? I knew she was gonna say this. I should have offered it to her to make me like me more, but it's okay. Give me your number, I'm gonna call you Saturday. So we made small talk for a little bit, and then on Saturday I called her, I got her address, I went to her house. I was super nervous, I don't know why, I never felt like this, so I took some ashwagandha. But I'm still against ashwagandha because it messes up your performance on the court. I don't take it on a regular basis though, so I knew I was gonna be good. So after we went out to eat, we went home and watched Love is Blind for a little bit, as you can see, and we started drinking wine. I couldn't get much footage because she was super big on like, put your phone down, talk to me, let's have a conversation.
Imagine going out to eat with a 70-year-old, bro. I'm really just thinking about how crazy this situation. Yo, that could be your granny, bro. What? I'll check on y'all grannies, man. It'd be like this trying to get their ass, bro. Like, what?
So I snuck in a quick video when she went to the bathroom. He was
This
kind
kid
of
is
dominating. I
diabolical.
said, so you still trying to say something sweet? I wasn't even confident in saying that, but you gotta fake the confidence until it becomes real.
Hey, fake it till you make it, bro. Take that shot. Take that risk, bro. Closed mouths don't get fed. I ain't even mad at that shot, bro.
She hit me with the most mind-blowing question I ever received. I never thought I would be in this position in my life. She said, teeth or no teeth? I looked over at the TV. I smirked. I thought about it. I looked back. No teeth.
Nah, Granny a thought. Yo, Granny a wow. What are we talking about?
Yo,
you know, the only other...
Yo, 3 or 4 granny. That is crazy. Oh my God. It's like, you know what? This whole live, right? This whole live is showing me like when you cannot control your lust, you are honestly in my opinion, a disgusting person. Right? You have no shame. You have no shame. Right? When you can't control your lust, like we having prisoners with gay, you know, a whole bunch of gay sex, lesbian sex. Now kids just having sex with, it doesn't matter what type of person they're having sex with, right? They just he's letting Granny do it. Resurrected Saint. Yep, he's letting Granny do it.
Every time I've heard somebody say that they've gotten this is Daquan. Shout out to bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Hired for a gum job, if you know what I mean.
Gum job.
Man, weirdest feeling ever, but as I got used to it, it's turned into the best feeling ever. If y'all want me to do a Keith review on it, I will. I'm still in touch with her. I might have to spin bike a few times before I go bike home. This is by far my favorite episode so far, but I need to address some things.
He said, okay, first, this is your favorite episode by far, and you had the fine shit the first episode. What?
Thank you, Saints. Thank you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. Right? You guys are amazing. Yeah, no shame. Again, this is the thing where you let lust control you. You have no filters.
What? Yo, Granny must have really took care of him, bro. That's
Carter. I agree, right? It's all personal choice. I definitely agree. I mean, I'm not telling people what to do. I'm telling them, you know what? I believe, like, I hope more men would be in more self-control. Okay? Control yourself. I think that's the most powerful you can be if you can control yourself.
Crazy. The oldest on the list is the best. Buddy's insane, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Why are you guys doing it? I clearly said in the tutorial, this is the last option if you're down bad, if you're in a drought. Don't take water from people who need it. I do this for content. I have a pass to do whatever I want.
Shut your ass up, bro. What? It's funny. Bro said he really spun back on Granny a couple of times, bro. That's so insane. Bro liked it so much he had to get seconds. But he had to hit That's day 5. And honestly, shock value wise, craziest day on here. Besides day 3, of course. But funny enough, this is probably one of the safer ones he could have did. I mean, old lady ain't really.
The teeth nubs. Steve. You're crazy.
Doing shit to you for real. It's actually insane to me that he hasn't A, gotten burned, or B, gotten assaulted, or hit, or something. Maybe he did and he's just not posting those episodes. I don't know. But everything I've seen in this video so far goes to show you that this is for sure the last option you should possibly take. Honestly, this shouldn't be an option at all, bro, because it's just dangerous. I don't know. So day 6 was a little bit tamer this time. The girl he found this time looked like this, and she also was just, let me read this right. Conspiracy of human trafficking. Oh, she was a human trafficker again. Oh yeah. So she was crazy as shit.
I was hoping for something a little bit more freaky, but I don't really have too many options. Now, boom, find the Facebook and just shoot straight from here. It's still hard to find the Facebook and to get them the answer. Don't get discouraged. Hey, do I know you? I'm Samuel. I'm trying to get to know you. Why? I just like what I see. Damn. Boy, you just graduated high school. Those pictures are old. I'm 23. Oh my God, I almost just sold. My high school graduation pictures from last year were up on my Facebook. I forgot to private them. She said,
bro,
I don't like liars. Bye. I sent her my photoshopped ID that I had my friend Photoshop for me last RSO video. If you guys need him to do yours, hit him up right here. I had to gas her up a little bit so she
seriously
wouldn't overthink it. So I said, me lying to you would be like betraying Jesus. I really just be doing my own thing, making money. I feel that, me too. How did you even find me? I kind of got scared right here, so I said I was searching for something and I stumbled across you and I was like, oh. Said, oh, you're handsome though. I could definitely make some money with you. I said, huh? How?
What you mean make some money with you, bro? What?
Trafficking.
Yeah, when I said this day was tamer, I lied. This is still crazy.
I could get people to pay for you. Dude, don't you have to test me out first? Is that what you want? I told you guys these offenders will not leave their ways.
What?
Same thing over and over. Yes, me out. Come over tonight and we'll see. Am I bringing my with me or am I leaving it at home? She was talking about we'll see, so I had to make sure I was for sure gonna crack. She said definitely bring it. Okay, love, what's your address and number? I'm gonna call you around 9.
She gave you a buzzball? Nah, she trying to. Did bro really just agree to get pimped out? Is that
James, nothing can turn you gay. You are either gay or not. I mean, I don't know, right? Well, from what I heard from the prison stories, I mean, these men were supposedly not gay, but you know, months to years of being in prison and getting your stuff pushed in or pushing things in. I mean, like, that's what I heard, right? So it made these men question their sexuality. So I don't know, but this is the thing where I said this right in the beginning. Okay, I personally believe being gay is that you have lost your inhibition, right? Where you are in lust mode, right? All you care about is lust. That's the thing where you care about lust and you care about easy access to lust. And I've never dealt with men, but I assumed, because men are so easy, it would be easy to get, relationships with men. So these men that are very lustful, right? They're controlled by their lust. Well, they would jump ship because it's easier access to get, interactions with men. So that's why my theory is, I'm not saying my theory is not based on anything, just on, what is it? Based on observation, right? My theory is just based on observation, where I believe gay men are men that can't control their lust, are very lustful. So these are the men that, would do those stuff. So that's what I would, view it as. Jeremy Allen.
Is that what the series is now? And look at bro face right here, bro. He is ecstatic.
So we got a little bit lit. I was nervous, so I took the ashwagandha again. I'm still against ashwagandha because you guys know it does affect your in-game performance. Every time I would even pull out the camera and just look at myself, she would freak out and be like, turn that off. So I could only sneak in a couple of videos.
Yeah, because she's trying to pimp you.
You want to roll some real? Go get my. I told you how to do it.
How do you get to the bag again?
You say how do I get to the bag?
How do you get to the bag?
Basically, you gotta give them what they want. You know, gotta be your one too.
Put it in Fortnite terms for me, or in basketball terms. That's the only thing I understand.
What?
Hold on. Flag on the play. Rewind. Slow it down. What is this? Is this a whatchamacallit?
Bro used a honey pack. Oh my god. Yo, he was trying to get crazy. Trying to go crazy with Auntie at the yams. I ain't gonna lie.
Did he do it again? Oh my god. How could you ever even doubt the kid? Of course I did it again. She told me to bring it with me, so of course I'm gonna use it. Took a whole honey pack by myself, and I was low-key lit, so I was low-key tripping. She was a HO garden tool, and she was also a pimp, so it was kind of throwing me off.
Are you asleep?
Man, she gave me the best knowledge ever. I can't even explain it. I'll hold off on this video because I'm gonna try to spin bike a few more times. And I know you guys like these videos, but they're very hard to make and they take time and dedication. I be seeing y'all messages too. Y'all be going crazy. Y'all be.
I wonder how many of these he.
I mean, yeah, it's just a theory, right? I've never, I've never delved in deeper, but I'm just, that's where I, created, where, again, when you can't control your sexual desires, you find an outlet, right? You found an outlet for these sexual desires. So, that's what how I view it as, right?
He did, and he just never posted because he actually started fucking with the girl. But in day 7, Scam does something a little bit different.
Day 7 of the RSO tour. This time it was a little bit different. My fans took care of me right when I got to Vegas. He said, yo, you in Vegas? I got an RSO for you. He sent her profile. She's not registered, but she should be. She's known for getting guys way too lit and doing God knows what. Hit her up, say I sent you. This counts as a bucket. I don't care what nobody says. 99.9% of all offenders are not registered.
That is true. But does this count? It's supposed to be on the list. If it ain't on the list, it ain't right.
So I texted her. I said, hey, I got your ad from Taj. Okay, you coming to the party tonight? I didn't even know there was a party at the UNLV, so she sent me the room number, and I said, okay, bet, I'll be there. So I pulled up, I had my glasses on. It was all right. It was just too packed and too crowded. I wasn't really feeling it. I actually left that party and snuck off into a different dorm room, and I caught myself in a 1v5 solo squad. It was a tough mission. The storm was coming, but we still won the game.
5 glasses?
Yeah. Hard or what? Yeah.
Oh, I got that.
You don't, it's public property, you don't own it. You right. Next time I texted her, I said I had fun. I was trying to gas up her party a little bit. She said, me too, I like your personality. I said, I like mine too. What you doing laying down? What about you? Same, I was so tired today. I just crashed out, bro. I ain't gonna lie, like.
Oh, y'all reading this text too? What you doing? Laying down, what about you? Saying, I was so tired today. Do you want back shots? Just straight like that. Pulling up from half court. Deep, who cares? Brother is Stephen Curry somehow. Because it went in. She just said yes.
I really don't have time to try to figure somebody
God
out. But
dang. Like, seriously? And she said, yeah. Who doesn't want what kind of question is that?
I said, do you want bike shots? Yeah. I said, why? Who doesn't want them? Like, what kind of question is that? I said, bike shots are. Okay, I don't understand your slang back shots. That's what I thought you meant, so my answer still stands. How bad do you want it 1 through 10? I was trying to get her to beg for it, but she wasn't going for it. She said 0. She said, stop trolling on my phone. I'm not.
That's cap. She wants his head.
Trolling on my phone. I'm not. And I just said, I want, you feel me? She said, then go get some, you feel me? So I said, come get me then. And what do I get? I don't want you feel me before you answer that. What do you want? So you just want you feel me and that's it? And maybe give you some bike shots. Maybe we should hang out and see what the vibe is like, but if nothing happens, that's cool too, you feel me? That didn't seem like the vibe yesterday. I thought we were homies. See, that's the method. You guys always try to flirt and flirt. Flirting is patched. That method has been patched a long time ago. Act like they're the homie and it'll come to you. So I just told her for a little bit longer. She said,
that is true.
You want to come? I said, if you want to come and get me and you want eggplants in your mouth, I'm sick.
Laughing, man. I'm just watching these crazy ass videos. I mean, I think tonight's live is more about it's, in my opinion, like how if you can't, I've said this before, right? I've said this plenty of times, right? I've said this plenty of times. I believe women and lust. Women and lust are men's biggest weakness, right? Women and lust are men's biggest weakness. And if you can't control your lust, you are doomed to fail, in my opinion. All right? Doomed to fail. So again, I think lustful desires, you know, and then the prison environment, you know, it can turn you out, right? And here's the thing where here's this young man, 19, okay? His content is about lust. So he's just having sex with a bunch of random women, which is honestly just stupid in my opinion. But yeah.
She said, have a good night. So I liked the message. I thought she's being for real. Then she texted back, she said, LMA, I'm just playing. You know the easiest way to get, you feel me, is to not ask for it. That's a myth. I don't care what nobody said. It's not gonna come. I put the glasses on my friend because I wanted him to record a little bit of her picking me up and stuff. And I wanted him to get a little bit of an interaction. But she's just such an airhead that she thought we were setting her up.
Scam likely crazy.
Just keep driving straight towards the end.
He's not coming. He's not coming. I'm coming.
She literally came and then left when she found out it was 2 people. I said, where you at? She said, you're setting me up. I said, no, I'm not. My homie was just making sure I'm safe. LOL, come bike. I said, what would I set you up for? You're depreciated.
Damn.
She didn't even know what that means. Right. It's 2 of y'all and 1 of me. I heard her come back. I said, come bike to the same spot. It's going to be just me. Tried to record with the glasses when I was in her car, but the glasses, Ray-Bans, how it works, it has a big ass white light when you start recording, and she caught on to that. So I got to figure out a way to cover that up.
It was cool.
Are you in the back of the car? Like an Uber?
Whose fault was that? It don't even matter though. I still talk myself out of everything. Still got the job done. I didn't even have to hit the registry. Y'all took care of me and I love that. This is the type of kink treatment that I expect to get by now. My hands are dirty.
That's the end of the RS.
I think it's crazy. I think it's quite ridiculous. Again, this is the when you don't have your this content is crazy, right? I mean, pretty much he made other content where he went to I think Japan and just had a bunch of sex with a whole bunch of random people. Okay. Okay. Cool kid. I want to do a video on it, right? I want to do a video on that guy, all right? What's your thoughts on the Clav guy? The looks maxing dude that was on the Fresh and Fit. I do want to I'm going to do a video on that guy, right? So please stay tuned for that. But here's my thing, right? I think the guy is just the next semi-viral guy in the space. Because we to be honest, it's like I don't know. For me, it's like I don't have like anything any crazy opinion on the guy. I think he's just taking advantage of taking advantage of I don't know the space because I've seen it, right? I've seen a lot of audience and viewers and comments, they talk about looks maxing a lot. So I think he's just fitting that niche, right? I think he's just fitting that niche. And so I don't have any crazy views on it, but I do want to react to, his fresh and fit appearance. Yeah, wait, shouldn't you be like really against this type of stuff? This guy, I am against this stuff. I am, right? I'm showing it, right? Again, I'm showing this is more like, I'm not like saying, oh, do it. No, I'm showing this is like, I think this is like shameful, right? I think this is shameful. I think, just having a bunch of random sex is honestly stupid because I think he went to, again, this kid went to Japan, has a bunch of sex with a whole bunch of random people and got some STD, right? Like, seriously, it's disgusting. It's like, honestly, again, my thing is like, you gotta control you gotta be able to control your desires, your urges. Honestly, I have some discipline. So content like this is, I mean, it's fun to watch, right? It's funny, whatever. But I mean, as an individual who would do stuff like this, I think it's shameful and I think it's stupid. So I am against it. DA, do you know that there's only 350,000 black dudes in prison, right? No, that's okay. I didn't know. That's not like a crazy amount. That's not a crazy amount. And again, I'm not saying all black men are gay. No. But I'm saying that don't go to prison. Don't go to prison because honestly, prison is hell. I would say prison is hell for for these surgery. That guy you talked about. No, oh yeah. Also, yeah, the looks maxing guy. The guy does like he puts shit in his body, right? Like certain drugs. He puts like guys like in his early 20s and already injecting testosterone in him. Yeah, I just like no. To be honest, I don't really. Boy versus man, I agree. This is why I don't really necessarily I don't really agree with the guy, right? The whole looks maxing guy, because to be honest, because again, he pushes like you gotta fake your shit, right? I think most of us are average people, so being average, you know, is a good thing. I think there's nothing to be ashamed about when it comes to being average. So, but talking about which, you know, with the whole yeah, all the things where, you know, if you can't have your desires in control, shit is gonna get messed up. So this was an interesting video.
Atlanta and Houston, they are at third world country levels of HIV outbreaks.
HIV is running rampant out here in the streets.
I am begging you to put yourself first and be safe out here.
No, here's the thing, right? Cool kid, okay? So you said it. To be fair, the dating market is brutal to average guys, though. This would explain the looks maxing craze. Here's my point of view, right? Here's my point of view with this. And if you see my content, I've said this before. Improve yourself to the best of your capability, right? Improve yourself mentally, physically, and financially. But you don't need to go overboard, right? With injecting drugs into you, getting maybe certain kind of surgeries, whatever. You don't. Just, you know, be a bit healthy. You know, go to the gym a bit, you know, eat a bit better, learn shit, work on your finance, get a passport, right? Cool kid, get a passport, right? Get your money up, get a passport, travel the world. Average men in the US, in the West, you are above average in other countries. Particularly if you get your shit in order. If you get your shit in order, get your finances up, get your your looks decent, right? You are above average in other countries. Do not confine yourself to only the West. Do not confine yourself to only the West. I mean, I'm not saying that it's impossible to find someone in the West. It's not. It's not impossible. It is harder. It's not impossible. But what I say about getting your passport is, again, open up your options. Have a bigger dating pool. The bigger the dating pool, the easier it becomes, right? And again, along with that, control your urges, right? That's one way that a woman can control you, is through sex. Control yourself. And here's the thing where it's exactly why you should control yourself.
When HIV is at an all-time high.
But about a month later, I started dropping weight fast. I was constantly running a fever, had pounding headaches, and weird spots started showing up on my skin. That's when I started to panic. Deep down, I had a terrible feeling.
Right now, we're witnessing a resurgence of HIV all across the country right now. And one of the hot spots right now is Houston, where they done had 20,000 plus cases. So we're going to hear a couple of stories of people that contracted it so we can see exactly how easy it is to contract it.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is a thing where I don't, yeah. I mean, my brother, I don't, to be honest, I don't think looks maxing is the best thing. Okay. Now, if you want to work out, good. You should work out. Okay. Dress better, right? For yourself, right? Work out for yourself. Dress better for yourself, because if you look decent, it makes you feel better, right? I love clothes, right? I love clothes, so I like dressing up. Work out for your health. But again, focus on your money, right? Get your money up. Travel the world. You can find women all over the world, right? Find women all over the world. I've heard that, right? Houston and Gray Man, what is up? Houston and Atlanta? Shit, I'm not going to those places.
If you let your guard down, and we're going to try to spread some awareness so we could try to slow the spread a little bit. What it look like, TV?
I am back. What it do, baby?
Damn.
Like, bro, I don't know what to say, but bro, I am so proud to be a celibate woman in this day, bro. It is crazy in these streets, y'all. I don't want none of it. I don't want none of the clout. I don't want none of it. Y'all can keep y'all's, like, bro, 200,000 people. That is only that we know who are getting tested. Imagine the ones that don't even go to the doctor. Imagine the ones that aren't never going to get tested. Imagine the ones that are just doing it raw, y'all, and they're spreading this even more.
Y'all do know this world is Atlanta and Houston.
No, I didn't see that AI video.
They are at third world country levels of HIV outbreaks. And okay, so there's like in the last few weeks 20,000 new cases. Think of that. That's just the people that are getting tested. Imagine all the people that I don't need to get tested, it's nothing. Probably hundreds of thousands of people, third world country levels. Did you know that there's also a community of people? They call themselves the bug chasers and the gift givers. Guess what they're gifting?
Oh.
The goal is that way they can have a part of that person with them forever.
Yeah, I mean, again, not just a bill. I mean, this is a thing where this is a story I had, right? I had a girl that I just started. I went on one date. I went on one date with her. And she told me she had, I think she said she had a HPV or whatever, like she had an STD or an STD. And I'm like, girl, I had to say that I couldn't continue dating her because I honestly, she said that it's not like, automatic you will get it. But I'm like, no, I'm good. Because when she was younger, she did a lot of drugs. She had a lot of sex. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm good. I think I'm not gonna, I don't want to risk my health for it. So no. So that was the first time I ever like was talking to someone that had an STD. So I mean, great, awesome that she told me, but man, these people are, this is why people's past matters. No, Gray Man, I don't think so. Do you know what HPV is? I think it's an HT. I don't know if it was HPV. I forgot which one it was. She said, right? I know it was like some STD. I forgot which STD she said. I forgot which STD she said. It was a while ago, right? It was a couple of years ago. So I forgot which STD she said, but she said she had an STD, and I was like, I think yeah. I mean, I just started getting to know you, so I don't really want to risk anything. So I couldn't do it. I'm in high school, and the STD stuff's going crazy. Like, my generation, wicked, for real. Yo, cool kid, you're in high school? Man, okay. But, yo, it's happening in high school like that? My young brother, my young brother, right? Focus on yourself, okay? Focus on building yourself. Focus on improving yourself, right? Focus on your finances. Right? I get it, right? If you're young, you're struggling, dating is hard. I get it, right? I would, if my advice to young men is that, you know what? Focus on yourself. Focus on building yourself mentally, right? Learn things, listen to other people, just process information. But be your own leader, right? Do not follow anyone completely, right? Do not listen to anyone completely, right? Have your own opinions. So, learn, experience things, be disciplined, right? Be in control. Focus on your mental, focus on your body, focus on your finances, right? So my young brother, right? These are the years where you have to build yourself, right? Use your younger years to build yourself to the best version you can be.
What the fuck? I can't wrap my head around that last part. A couple months back, I watched that documentary with Fabian from the 80s, the man who knowingly had AIDS and like didn't give a good goddamn about anybody else. Maybe I'm missing something because these people want to get the virus and there's people that want to give it. It's like a fetish community. How about you stop trying to find your other half and just become a whole person, your own self? That's like the only way relationships work is if you are a whole person and the person who you are trying to have in a relationship is also a whole person. If you're just these have peoples.
Oh yeah, even this is the thing. Even overseas is dangerous. So this is why I said, right? I've been a big promoter of it. Do not rack up a body count. I'm sorry. I'm in my 40s and I have like less than 10, right? I have a body count that's like less than 10. It's not crazy. So to me, it's like I'd rather have sex with someone I care about, someone I'm in a relationship with. I've had casual sex before. It's not that fun. So really, and I've been lucky, right? I mean, like the times I've had casual sex, I would, it was stupid of me, but I didn't enjoy it. So that was me. So I'm not a big promoter of casual sex. So
it's not going to work.
If you are not celibate, ladies, this is the time to be celibate. The HIV/AIDS infection rate is going up extremely quickly. Houston is a hot spot. We already know about Atlanta being a hot spot. Now I'm hearing about the Carolinas going up in STD rates.
Sexual liberation. The sexual liberation shit right here, right? The destruction of families, situationships, hookup culture, roster culture, this fucking shit right here, right? Right? I'm sorry. This is, in my opinion, one of the results of feminism, right? Sexual liberation. No one cares about creating families. No one cares about, having actual relationships. It's just a whole bunch of, sex free for all. I just think it's a stupid shit.
If you are not celibate,
I'm an old man, right? I'm an old man. The highest value men and women should be those who are clean. I agree, right? Again, care about yourself, right? Be clean because you care about yourself.
It's time to be. You don't need to be sleeping with anybody. And you for damn sure don't need to be sleeping with anybody unprotected. I just saw a video of this woman yelling and screaming outside of this man's home as he's coming out. He's getting in his tow truck, yelling at him, and she said that this man gave her AIDS. He gave her 12 STDs. You just heard what I said. 12 STDs in 6 months.
Hey, you can't. I ain't there from. Right, like you don't care about giving me AIDS. Dude, you know you had a STD. Yes, you did. I showed you the paperwork. They don't give you antibiotics for nothing, Phil. Look at them, y'all. This out here gave me 12 STDs.
Why are you? This is the thing, right? I'm old enough to know that there was a time women only had sex with men they were in relationship with, right? Now women don't give a shit. Situationships, rosters, hookup culture. There was a time you're having sex with men that you were in a relationship with. Honestly, it's disgusting. Don't forget they're ladyboys. Oh, yeah, don't deal with those shit. Don't deal with that shit. Now, I got a few in my back. I always take about 5 condoms with me.
In 6 months. This man gave me AIDS.
It's tons of videos of people begging and pleading for people to wrap it up, to try to play it safe, but it seems like nobody wants to listen. It seems like
I want to go get checked out.
HIV.
What you, hell no, you mean what? Stop playing with me. I ain't going, man. You better not ever play with me like that.
I took the results like 2 weeks ago.
Woman calls man to tell him she's tested positive for HIV and AIDS. She tells him that him and his baby mama needs to go get tested. Disgusting.
And the doctor's like just now getting back to me. I was just waiting until the results came back. I had already been seeing stuff, but I just didn't want to say nothing until I honestly knew what it really was. So yeah, just go get checked. Go to the hospital, go get checked, and tell your baby mama. You might want to tell your baby mama to go get checked too.
Man, hell no, you better not ever play. Stop playing with me, boy. You better not gave me shit, boy. It's gonna go down, boy.
What you mean stop playing with you? I'm not playing with you. This is real life. I'm not even trying to be funny or nothing. I'm really trying to let you know because I didn't have to tell you nothing.
Boy, if you gave me anything, your ass going to jail.
That's your fucking fault. Who forced you to have sex with her? Did she tie you down to have sex with her? Did she force you on? Did she force herself onto you? You stupid ass shit. I mean, like, come on. Have some like fucking accountability. You didn't have discipline, right? You had sex with another woman, and now you also have sex with your baby mama. You are a fucking low life, right? You are honestly a low life. It is your fault. Don't blame her for what the shit she has. You shouldn't be having sex with her. This is the no discipline. This is that you can't control yourself. Right? This is when you let lust be in control. My brothers, right? Especially cool kid, young, please have control. Have self-discipline. Be in control. I'm sorry. The biggest weakness of men is women and lust. Women and lust are men's biggest weakness. Men can go poor. Men can get to jail. Men can turn gay, right? Men can get STDs, HIVs, all that shit. When they let this weakness, right? The weakness of women and lust. Please be in fucking control of yourself. Control yourself, please. Be more disciplined. Hey, DA, to be fair, they do the same thing, and they got the police back up there. Back them up there. I guess so. It's all good, laughing man.
I just told you.
You tweaking now. Don't ever, man. Stop playing with me. Man, look, bro. I'm not one of them other shorts. You just can't tell me anything. You better not ever, boy. What?
Which, bro, you need to go get checked out. That's not telling you anything. That's trying to put you on for real. Go get checked out. They're like, what are we arguing for? There's nothing to argue about. I told you what it was.
Hell no, man. This shit, man.
I'm not about to argue with you.
You knew you had that shit, bro. You gonna bring that shit to me, bro?
I didn't know.
You knew you had that shit, bro. You knew you had that shit, bro.
No, I didn't know.
That's some bogus ass shit for you to do, man. Why would you f my life up because your life f***ed up?
What?
Why would you f my life up because your life f***ed up?
I don't. The test literally just came back. So what are you talking about?
Man.
The test came back.
Man, I can't believe this shit, man. So you finna really sit here and tell me that I got AIDS?
I'm not saying that you have it. I told you to go get tested out.
Sucks to be you. Because you're stupid. I'm sorry. The idiocy. When you're stupid, you'll get stupid. You'll get these fucking stupid ass problems.
I don't know
Bro,
if you have it or not. You need to go get tested out. I could have got it from, come on now. You know what I do. Before we even started talking, I already gave you the rundown about my work life. You know what I do. So it's like, you chose that. I told you, I already gave you the rundown. You was cool, so.
Man.
Her work life? Oh, I know what she does then. She's a woman of the night.
Hey, your ass tweaking, man. Bye. Your ass tweaking. So.
Whatever.
I can't tell you who wrong in that situation. The only thing I can tell you is
they're both wrong, but he was stupid, right? He shouldn't be dealing with her. This is the thing where I'm sorry. I don't promote high body count for men and women. It's not good for neither. Having a high body count for men and women is not a good thing. I'm sorry. I'm not for that. I never believed that. Let's go have a whole bunch of sex. No, it's not that great.
my man need to go get checked out and make sure that he's okay in the situation. And before we go any further in this video, I myself can't understand why you would be sharing this information online, but I have to give respect. I'm going to ask everybody to give some respect to the people that's about to share this.
HIV positive after noticing strange spots on my body and experiencing high fever. It all
Is that from HIV? HIV does that? I didn't know if that's true. Sex is not a career. If HIV does that, it's absolutely disgusting.
started after a night out with my friend. I remember drinking way too much, definitely more than I should have. Things spiraled so quickly that I completely lost control of what I was doing. My friend tried to get me home safely, but we got into an argument and she decided to leave. I stayed at the party with some other people and eventually met this girl. She seemed fun, and the last thing I remember was dancing and having a good time. The next morning, I woke up in her bed confused, hungover, and with no clear memory of what had happened. I left quietly before she woke up, telling myself it was nothing serious. I thought that night wouldn't come back to haunt me, but about a month later, I started dropping weight fast. I was constantly running a fever, had pounding headaches, and weird spots started showing up on my skin. That's when I started to panic. Deep down, I had a terrible feeling about what might have happened that night. So I finally went to the hospital, and that's when, comment if you want to hear part 2.
So how I call it, basically, I had just turned 20, right? My birthday
I agree. They're both idiots.
is in January, so I had just turned 20, and I started talking to a man that ass was like at my old job, right? He was a fine ass, bald headed ass man, no shade. Shut up. Yes, I like Mr. Clean with a little melanin. I don't f***ing mind, bitch. Anyways, so we got to talking or whatever, right? And by this time, bitch, I stopped being a whoremonger. I was a whoremonger at 18 and 19, okay? I turned 20, started talking to him. I ain't even gonna hold you. A bitch started to fall a little bit in awe, a little bit in love. We was talking for like a good 6 months. We didn't do none of that. We ain't bump purses.
I think this is a man. I think this is a man. You know, I think I have a pretty good, Trandar. Ganabo. Actually, it's drugs. Oh, is it? It's drugs? Okay. I mean, good to know. I thought that I didn't know if HIV did that to you, but probably, yeah, it's probably drugs. Yeah.
Bitch, I ain't even seen what the f it looked like until like after 6 months. You know what I mean? And because nothing was made official yet, like, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't made official until like 6 months after, because we did have a sit-down conversation. I was like, so, let's make this exclusive. We're making it exclusive after 6 months, but then we ended up having a conversation. We didn't f still yet. We had a conversation. I was like, if you talking to me only, girl, no shade, and you only f***ing me. Simple as that. Like, and then I also did ask him, like, do you have anything? Like, be honest, like, do you have anything? And he was like, nah, like, I'm cool. So we went and did it. I think it was about twice. I know for a fact it was once, but I don't know if we did it.
Oh wait, so it does? So there is HIV spots? Man, I swear to God, this is a thing. Again, this tonight's live is like it's a warning, right? My brothers and sisters, don't do crime, so you don't turn gay, so you don't get in prison. And like, seriously, be careful with your body, right? Be careful with your body. Don't just have sex with a whole bunch of random people. It's not a good thing.
The second time, because it wasn't really good. Anyway, so bam, boom, we get into this big ass motherfucker argument late August, right? And I was like, okay, bet, whatever, cool.
Yeah, and I was saying, right? I think I have a Trandar, because I think 99% of the time I can tell. 99% of the time.
We ain't talked that entire time. I started having symptoms at the end of September, beginning of October. And bitch, hold on. Them symptoms threw a bitch out. I had fatigue. Bitch, when I say fatigue, I couldn't even lift up a fucking makeup brush. Like, it was bad. Bitch, I couldn't use the bathroom. Bitch, you know how much of Miralax I drank? Bitch, I was throwing up blood and shit. A bitch was sneezing up blood too. And that's when I really thought something was wrong. No shit. Then my ignorant ass, because I was ignorant at the time, no shade. Why the did I go look up the thing, like the symptoms, and it said night sweats, and I didn't have that, so I thought I was cool? Bitch, tell me why the same night I had night sweats. I said, bitch, all right, I didn't ask to swim. Anyways, I had made a doctor's appointment well prior to that. Any goddamn ways to get tested, because I always get tested. That's what I'm fucking talking to Mark. Yeah, girl, that lady was too lenient. She was. Bitch came in the room all happy-go-lucky and shit. I said, Miss Thing, what? Excuse me, break no news till I ask. Bitch, they tested me 3 times. Did you know that it came back positive twice? And because it came back negative once, they had to do it again? Bitch, well, that's how I got it.
Why? I just came from the doctor, and they said that I test positive for HIV. What's going on?
What?
I got my prescription and everything. What's going on?
HIV.
Man, that's the same thing I said. What's going on? What's going on with you?
No, what's going on with
No,
you?
what's going on with you?
With you.
So you ain't been doing it.
No.
So we ain't been doing it.
No.
I ain't been doing it.
So really?
Oh my God.
Let me see that paper.
You gave me that. I know you the only person I've been messing with, man.
It's like two.
That also gotta be terrible, right? That if you are faithful, right? If you're faithful, you only mess with one person and still get diseases. That's heartbreaking.
Refills. So,
Man, stop playing with me, man.
So you been at this. You on your second refill.
You did it. You gave it to me. Stop playing with me.
You on your second refill. Why is you playing with me?
Man, quit playing with me. You know you did.
No,
I just left the doctor. Now I gotta.
And you see why I ain't been giving you that, so you have to go run off. You did it with a straight dog. That's your problem. You can't touch me no more. You gotta get up out of here.
And then you blaming it on me. You know you the only person I've been sleeping with, Lex.
No,
stop playing with me.
Picture this
Man, give me my stuff, man. You know you gave that to me, man. You know you gave that to me.
Finna send it to your mom.
You know you gave that to me though, man.
Move this.
You know you did.
This not no. Me?
Yes, you gave that to me, man. What you mean? You the one that?
No, I have not been sleeping with you.
Really?
I have not been sleeping with you.
So you haven't been sleeping with me?
No. Yes, I've been sleeping with you, but I haven't been doing to do with you.
Oh God, y'all, man. I never thought in my life that I would get this, man.
You on your second review.
I never in my life thought I would get this from you.
It said you on your second review.
You gave it to me.
So after the second.
Man, I don't want to hear none of that. You gave it to me, man. I don't want to hear none of that. You a narcissist. You acting delusional right now. You know you gave that to me, man. You know you did. Stop with all the lies, man. It's eating you up in the inside. You don't even know what you finna say.
No.
It's eating you up. It's eating you up. You know you gave it to me, man. You know you gave it to me, man. You know you did. You dead wrong, man. You wrong. You wrong, man. You wrong. You wrong, man. You gave it to me, dog. Man, get out of here, man. Get your stuff, man. Get out of here, man. Man, get your stuff and get out of here, man. Man, you know. Get your stuff and get out of here, dog.
I'm not going nowhere.
You gotta go get checked out.
No, that's what happened.
I got it, and I know you got it. You gotta go get checked out. You better stop playing with your. You better stop playing with your body. You better stop playing with your body, man. You better go get checked out. I'm not playing with you. Get up, man. Get on my sheets, man. I gotta get whole new comforts, I'm finna get a whole new bed set. I gotta get a whole new bed. I ain't trying to get nothing else. I ain't trying to get nothing else. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. Get up, man. I gotta change my sheets, dog. I gotta change my sheets, dog. Get up. I gotta change. I gotta get a whole new comfort, a whole new mattress, man. For real. You damn. You wrong. You wrong, man. I don't got no words for you. Pack your stuff up. I'm finna go get my prescription. I want you out of here, man. Pack your stuff up for real. I'm not playing with you.
Is it me or was that response off? That response was.
And I was like, oh, do you guys do rapid tests? Because I know they do like fingerprints places, and you get the results back right then. She's like, no, we don't do that here. I'm so sorry. I'm like, okay. So I go back into the office, into the nurse's station. A guy walks by and he was like, oh, hey, like, are you here so that we can start your regimen? And the nurse was like, no, she's here for the viral load count. He's like, oh, okay, well, make her an appointment in 2 weeks so we can put her up on a regimen. He's like, oh, wait, 1 second. I have meds in the back. I'm gonna give you some meds. He goes back to his office. I look at the nurse. I'm like, is this the doctor? She's like, yeah. He never introduced himself, nothing like that. Now he comes back with 3 bottles of Victarvy. It's 7 pills in each bottle, and he says, okay, this is enough to last you 3 weeks. Start taking them today. You can take them with food, you can take them without food, you can take them in the morning, you can take them at night. It does not matter as long as you take it every single day. That's the most important part. I'll see you in 2 weeks. And then he walks away. And then that's when it hit me. For some reason, that medication in my hand, baby, it hit me like a ton of bricks, okay? I literally wanted to bust out crying right there at that nurse's station, but I didn't. So I walked out of the office. There was a guy sitting on the steps right there. He's bawling his eyes out. I'm guessing this is his first appointment.
Like, she's relatively cute. And I mean, it's like, this is a thing where, right? Even that chick is evil. Yeah. But these are the women, right? You gotta be this is the problem, right? You don't know which ones are 304s. You do not know which women are 304s, which women just give it out to a whole bunch of random men, or just give it out to any, Tom, Dick, and Harry out there. You gotta watch out, right? This is why, no. Find a woman with character. Find a woman that, just doesn't give it out to a bunch of men.
He just found out that he got, I don't know. I'm like, oh my God, everybody in the waiting room, like some people crying, some people like look like they just got done crying, other people on the phone. I'm just like, oh my goodness, it's too much. So I walk out and I call every single clinic in the area, right? Planned Parenthood, every clinic, HIV clinics everywhere. I'm like, do you guys have the free rapid testing? And every place is saying no. On my way home, I was watching TikToks of like people who tested positive for HIV. And there was this one lady who was like just spreading awareness of like at home rapid tests. And she was like, yeah, you can go on this website and get them for free. Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna do this. So then I got home, y'all. As soon as I walked in my front door, I like just started bawling, crying. I was just like, oh my God. It's crazy because I didn't really have an emotional reaction at first, but I started noticing I had no appetite, like no emotional reaction, but my reaction was physical. I could not eat. And then I was like, oh my God, this man really gave me ADD. Like now I have to call this man. First of all, we're not on good terms. We're not even on speaking terms, right? So now I have to download this app to text this man to tell him to call me. And then when he gets on my phone, I have to say, hey, I tested positive for HIV. Not only that, but you probably gave it to me because there's literally nowhere else I could have gotten it. I work in healthcare, right? So it's like you could have gotten it to work, not really, because I have not had any kind of incidents. Now I'm really crying because I'm like, I don't want to call him. I don't want to tell him this. Like, and you gave it to me? Like
I said, we're not judging. We're just listening.
We're judging. I'm saying over here, we're judging, right? It is your fault for doing situationships, hookup culture, rosters. Here's a man that you didn't even vet enough, right? You didn't even put enough time into vetting. You weren't even in a relationship with him. And you gave him your body. You gave him your body. And now you get stupid results. Yeah. Honestly, what an idiot. No, I'm good. I can wait until I go over. So that's our thing, right? I mean, it's like you're not controlling your urges. Right? You're not honestly focusing on the vetting process. I think too many people are focusing on those enjoyments, those, I would say, just, I get it, right? I get it that we want to have fun in life, but I think too much indulgence, right? Too much indulgence is a danger.
Seeing a predicament that people put themselves in.
23rd, I was diagnosed. Today is my attempt at my first day out. I'm going to the movies with my friend.
I'm judging. I'm sorry. I'm be judging. That's just how it is. I think we need to bring back shame. We need to bring back shame. I'm sorry. That's how I feel it. Right? I feel that our community as a whole need to bring back shame, right? Have some sexual discipline. Because this is the thing where, again, marriage rates are practically down. People are they're having a whole bunch of sex, but no relationship whatsoever. So you're having sex with a bunch of people you don't know. You barely know these people. Right? Like, you don't know these people. You have sex with them, on to the next person, right? You don't know these people. And you don't care. You don't care to know these people. I'm sorry. Bring back shame. We have a generation that don't feel shame. I don't care. I just want to be happy, right? Or I just want to feel happy. Let me have sex with a bunch of people. Let me, just be irresponsible. Great. I mean, great that, people are not having a bunch of kids, but again, right? It's like, fine, you're not having kids, but then what are you doing? You're spreading STDs around. You're spreading HIV. You're spreading STIs around. That's not a good thing either.
Had a really hard time with this. It was really hard to get ready. I don't quite know what I want to do with my story. I don't know if I want to share it. I don't know. My mind is 1,000 places at once. But I want.
Jeremiah, right? See this, right? You said we didn't put in the work. Now we don't have a country. Personal opinion, right? I think older generation did put in the work, but I think the newer generation is breaking it down, right? I think the newer generation is breaking down all the work, all the lessons, all the teachings, and they want to completely do a 360 or a 180, whatever, right? Completely do it differently. And we're seeing the results of it, right? We're seeing the results of what the newer generation is doing, right? The results of it. Lower, negligible marriage rates, higher divorce rates, STD rates or HIV rates, all that. It's just, I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea. I have two young sons and no great advice to give them on how to find wives other than follow God. Here's my thing, right? Again, it's your sons, so it's, on you to what kind of advice you would give them, right? So the advice that I have a daughter, I have a daughter. So my advice to my daughter is honestly, be mindful, right? Treasure yourself. Either choose, you want to be a career woman or you want to be a family woman, right? Be mindful. Focus on yourself. Focus on bettering yourself. Focus on being the best version of yourself. Know yourself. Don't give yourself to just anybody, right? Not everyone deserves your time, your effort. So be mindful, but it definitely isn't easy, right? Definitely isn't easy trying to guide the younger generation.
To document this in case one day I do decide to share it so that this part of my journey is seen. I also just want to document this for my own self to see how far I come, because I know I have a life of trials and tribulations, and I know that this is important. This part of the story is important, whatever I make it. That's really all. I never thought I would be here. I never thought I would be talking and recording myself crying. It's not who I am. But I'm here. I'm at my lowest point. Well, I've been lower, actually, which is surprising. But I'm at a really big crossroad in my life. And I'm just here. And I'm thankful for that.
Now, if you're out there and you're living recklessly, you should be getting checked normally. But what are the symptoms?
Seeing this question honestly used to frustrate me at first, because how do you describe when your body just doesn't feel like itself? I knew something was off with my body.
And that's the thing too, right? When I was growing up, that was a saying, right? That was an active saying, right? Treat your body like it's a temple. Treat your body like it's a temple. And I don't know why people have forgotten that.
But I understand where you guys are coming from, the reason why people want to know how to know even if you haven't gotten tested. So this is what I came up with. One of the first symptoms that I experienced right off the bat before I was officially diagnosed was extreme fatigue. I cannot explain to you this level of tiredness. And I've been tired before. I used to work the night shift, so I understand what it feels to be tired. I would wake up in the middle of the day, sometimes at 1 p.m., and by 3 p.m. I needed to take a nap. And it wasn't like a 15-minute nap. It was more like a 3 to 5 hour nap. And then I woke up and I was still tired. The second thing that would let you know that you have HIV is if you have extreme and unexplained weight loss. Unless you're on Ozempic, there is no reason that you should be losing 20 to 25 pounds within 2.5 weeks. That is a big red flag.
It definitely is hard to find I think it's definitely too hard to find a woman of value. Particularly in the West. So I don't disagree, right? It's definitely hard to find a woman of value in the West. Definitely ain't easy.
The third thing that you want to look out for is muscle aches. Before I was diagnosed, I was a gym girly. I still am a gym girly, sort of. But this wasn't the type of muscle soreness that I was used to. And yet my muscles were always hurting. So much so that my coworkers at the club used to sit down and give me massages. They would massage my knees, my quads, and my ankles because I would just be in so much pain. But you want to know what else causes extreme fatigue, sudden weight loss, and muscle soreness? The flu, lupus, diabetes, Crohn's disease, rheumatoid arthritis, chronic fatigue syndrome, cancer, hypothyroidism, celiac disease. So honestly, there is absolutely no way to know if you are HIV positive unless you get tested. You might think you have HIV, but in fact you have something
Definitely a norm. No one has shame anymore.
Totally different that does need immediate care. I hope that answers your question. Love you, Kate. Bye.
See, just like I was telling you, if you have any questions, you need to go to your doctor. So if it's anybody on social media, on YouTube.
But in all seriousness, in the past week, I had several patients coming in finding out that they're HIV positive. And y'all keep making these posts and these jokes, and it's not funny. This shit is ruining people's lives.
It is funny. If you're doing it to yourself, you have no one to blame. If you're slinging it, if you're just slinging it from every other place, then you have no one to blame but yourself.
From the early 20s to even as old as 50 years old. Stop playing. It's not funny. It's nothing funny about it.
Everybody is trying to tell y'all that this is not a game and now is not the time to be playing around. You have to stay vigilant out.
I hate to be the one to bring this to social media, but I haven't seen anybody else ever talk about this on here.
I've said it before. I believe in accountability. Right? I believe in accountability. This is the thing. If you F up your own life, well, you have no one to blame but yourself. I'm sorry. Right? And if other people view it that, they find it funny, then they find it funny. This is the thing. I don't have any sympathy for people who who F up their own life, right? They F up their own life, and then they come out, like, let's say go to social media and cry about it. And then, people give you no sympathy. You don't deserve sympathy. I'm sorry, you don't. When you F up your own life because of your mistakes, because of your own actions, and you're seeking sympathy, I'm sorry. No. It's accountability. Learn from your mistakes, but again, I don't give sympathy to people who mess up their own lives.
Seen that with my own 2 eyes. People selling fake HIV tests on Facebook. Am I the only one that's seen that?
Funny, people bring all their business to line, but ain't nobody bring that paperwork to line, huh? People like to tell you all their business, but ain't nobody online bragging about buying that paperwork. Ironic, man, ironic. But anyway, man, you might be asking yourself, why are people being this risky? People can't be this unaware. Like, where exactly is this coming from? Why are people doing this?
I'm about to have a real conversation with you all. Now, I know lately in the news, they expressed that Houston has a very, very high STD rate. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. People do not care about catching anything. People do not fear HIV. People do not fear syphilis, gonorrhea. People don't fear none of those things. People live life on the edge, and they are pleasure chasing.
And you say, why would I give sympathy to these people? Why would I not find these people funny? I don't actually find it funny, right? I don't actually find it funny, but I definitely don't give sympathy. I don't give sympathy for stupid. I'm sorry, I don't. Okay? But I'm not saying that it's funny. But again, if people laugh at you for being stupid, well, they laugh at you because you're stupid. I'm sorry. Because again, it goes back to what I'm saying. If you let lust be your biggest weakness, well, you are going to get problems, right? You are going to receive consequences for that shit. And if obviously you don't care.
Meaning they don't care about the consequences. Long as they can feel good in the moment, that's it. That's all people chase.
I think he summed it up pretty good when he just said people just don't care anymore, man. I think coming up, we had so much sexual education that it was drilled into us, and we had visuals to go back on and plenty of stories. And it was like we was scared from youth, and we missed that part of schooling. That part of schooling was replaced with obviously a whole bunch of stuff that doesn't really matter. Because comment section, let me know how you feel about it.
Again, this is what I'm saying, right? Do not let women and lust be your biggest weakness. You will suffer from it. You will suffer from it. And I mean, it's not like I haven't been there, right? I have let my stupidity, right? When it comes to women and lust, make me do stupid shit. I do, right? So that's why I'm speaking from experience. I mean, again, I guess I get it, right? We as people, we have to touch the stove to know that it's hot. Cool, right? But again, do you think you deserve sympathy? I never asked for sympathy, right? I don't. I don't ask for it, or I don't ask for sympathy, nor do I want sympathy. I don't. Sympathy doesn't do nothing for me. Okay. I've learned from my lessons. I continue to learn from my lessons. Okay. So this is the thing where I think sympathy is a weakness, in my opinion. I think desiring sympathy, giving sympathy is a weakness, and it doesn't help you at all. Okay. Sympathy, in my opinion, can also be like a different kind of drug. But do you deserve it? No, there's nothing about it do I deserve, right? I don't view sympathy as being deserving or not, right? If I was stupid, right? If I did something stupid and I got stupid results from it, I blame myself, right? Oh my God. Like, I feel for you, Dan. I feel for you. Well, great that you do, right? But I don't deserve it, or do I ask for it? I don't. Because honestly, I don't think it's, I don't really believe it's helpful or anything. So that's how I view it, right? I think too many people, okay, I think too many people they use sympathy as kind of like a drug, in my opinion, right? They use sympathy as some kind of drug to, you know, they seek, some people, like, they seek sympathy to feel better. And to be honest, I think it's an escape, right? In my opinion, I think sympathy sometimes can be an escape that I don't think is a good thing. Okay. I don't think it's a good thing. I don't necessarily think sympathy is a good thing. I mean, I can understand it by certain situations, right? You know, people in third world countries, people that are, you know, born, you know, poverty, you know, like there are places that, you know, but at the end of the day, what is sympathy doing, right? What is sympathy helping with? I mean, unless it's like get some actions out of it, then yeah, but sometimes just people just giving sympathy out means very little to me. Also, for the record, the number one stated reason for men's depression and suicide attempts comes directly from a lack of care, sympathy from their friends. What would you say to that? Just curious. Okay. All right. So, Alan said this. Also, for the record, number one stated reason for men's depression and self-deletion attempts comes directly from the lack of care and sympathy from their friends. What would you say to them? Just curious. I would say, right? I've said this before where for me, there was a point in my life, right? There was a point in my life that I wanted to end it, right? There was a point in my life that I wanted to end it. So in my mind, I was thinking about, right, you either do it or you don't. You pick yourself back up, you move forward, right? You improve yourself. If you don't end it, then you have to pick yourself up. You have to persevere. You cannot let the world bring you down. You cannot, you got to gain the strength. So if it was my friend, right? If my friend was suffering from depression, I would tell him to get back up. Don't let the world bog you down, right? Have the strength to move forward. Move forward. You don't need my sympathy, but I will encourage you to gain the strength to move forward. I think encouragement is better than sympathy. I think pushing someone to be better, pushing someone to persevere, pushing someone to gain strength is better than sympathizing with them, in my opinion. Care, I mean, I guess it's just another way, right? I mean, I totally get what you're saying, but men being apathetic to other men is not help. I'm not saying being apathetic, right? I'm not saying being apathetic because I think all of us men, because here's my thing, right? One of the reasons why I created this channel is in support of men, right? One of the reasons why I created this channel is the support of men. I wanted to create a community where we could just talk. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation. Let's hang out, right? Let's be friends, right? Let's be brothers. So one of the reasons why I created this channel is to encourage other men, right? Encourage other men to persevere, right? To pick yourself up. Don't let the world bog you down. Don't let the world destroy you, right? Don't let the world destroy you. Don't let the world think little of you, right? Love yourself. Love yourself, my brothers. Love yourself. Care about yourself. Have some self-respect. Improve yourself for yourself, right? Be the best version for yourself. So that is what I encourage, right? Me being like, oh, I understand you. Oh my God, I feel so bad for you. Means nothing, right? Means nothing because honestly, it dwells on like feelings and stuff like that. And I believe it doesn't really help, right? It doesn't really help in my opinion. Do you really support the modern federal government? You guys are talking to each other. So that's how I see it, right? So, I mean, that is my point of view, but I don't know. It's been proven that men come on, now you'll get over it. Just keep pushing forward. Method doesn't really help the average health. No, because here's the thing where it doesn't show. Young men are not doing that. Young men have given up already. In my opinion, right? In my opinion, young men are not doing that. Young men, right, are not pushing forward. They're not pushing forward. There are not young men that are pushing forward. Plus, I believe a lot of young men are pushing forward in honestly the wrong way. I believe, in my honest opinion, the problem with a lot of men is being directionless and guideless. The problem with a lot of young men is being directionless and guideless, right? They don't know what to do in life. So a lot of back in the day, right? When back in the day before, I guess, feminism or early day stuff, men knew what their purpose was, right? Men's direction is get a job, get a family. That was men's direction. Get a job and get a family, provide for your family. Nowadays, women care less about that. Women do care more than that, right? But it's harder. It's harder to get a job. It's harder to get a woman and provide for a family. It's harder. Women have higher expectations, higher standards. So a lot of young men have given up. They haven't been moving forward. They haven't been improving themselves. So they've given up. Where my thing is that, my brothers, focus on yourself. Focus on being the best version of yourself. It doesn't necessarily mean being a six-figure man, being a millionaire, but it's being the best version of yourself. So if you're the best version of yourself, you focus on your self-love, self-respect. You care about yourself. You care about, your mental state. You care about your physical state. You care about your finances. And then, like I said, open up the world to you, right? If you confine yourself to only the Western world, it makes things harder for you, right? Women's expectations are higher. I believe this, right? Most men will always be average. It's just how it is, right? And average is fine. Being average is fine. Most men will always be average. That is how it is. But if you focus on things where you could be the best average man you can be, right? You can still find someone if you open up your options to the world. So that's how I look at it, right? I think a lot of men are guideless and directionless, and they don't know how to go about things. I guess we'll see. I might be totally wrong, but thanks for exposing. Oh, yeah. Okay. Crud. I think you should know that you might be part of the problem. If you think so, right? I don't think so, because he's like, right, totally fine if you feel that way, but I think you should know that you might be part of the problem in that regard. I don't think so, because tell me that, like, being part of the problem is that, I would say this: if you're part of the problem, I mean, someone is following your views and then failing. I've given my views plenty of times, right? I've given my views plenty of times, and in my honest opinion, I'm not hearing people following my views. So if I'm part of the problems, you guys show me the case that, there are men that are following my problems and they're not succeeding, or they are failing. So that's how I look at it, right? So current gender roles maintain a stigma around men's mental health, leaving many men unable to discuss their true feelings when they're struggling or seek professional support and treatment. And this is a thing where I wanted to create. This is why I also do like Wednesday's live stream. This is also why I do Wednesday's live stream, because I want to give a space for men to just talk, right? I want to create a space for men to talk, for men to express their feelings, express their emotions, express their thoughts. That's why one of the things why I love, I love that I have the panel show. So I give an opportunity for men to express their emotions, their feelings, their thoughts. So, I think that's one of the best ways. And as a group of men, we get together and we talk and we, voice each other's, what we're feeling and stuff. Well, I mean, the man up and pick yourself up. Good luck. No, I never say good luck thing, right? Man up, pick yourself up. Yes. And how you go about it, right? Again, focus on your mental, improve yourself mentally, Improve yourself mentally, improve yourself physically, improve yourself financially. Not that good luck. No. Improve yourself mentally, physically, financially. Get a passport, travel the world. That has always been at least my prescription, right? So it's not like, oh, good luck. No. Method has been the dominant strategy for all of our existence. And obviously it hasn't. No, but here's the thing, right? Because again, it has been, I want to say good luck has been our, method, but yes, pick yourself, man up, pick yourself up, but it has changed in the last 50 or 60 so years, right? Because again, what has changed? Feminism have been, right? So now the expectations and standards for men has increased more than what average men can keep up with. So I mean it might end up turning around again, but I seriously doubt it personally. Glad you are expressing your voice at the very least. Here's the thing, right? Personal opinion, right? So you said, you know what? I seriously doubt it personally, but here be a turnaround. I doubt it'll be a turnaround too, because in my honest opinion, feminism is the determining factor, right? Men have not changed, women have. Along with women changing, the status quo has changed. Along with women changing, the status quo has changed. And that is the thing. This is why I've constantly said it. And men are not, again, why I promote it. Focus on your mental, focus on your physical, focus on your finances, and get a passport, right? In the West, in average, in general, I'm not saying, of course you can find it, right? But average men are looked down upon. Average men are not desired. Average men in the West are sometimes above average men outside of the West. So I believe it. Most men will always be average. And this is a problem. Because of feminism, because of the new status quo, being average is not good enough. Being average in the West is not good enough. Now, I'm not saying all. There's plenty of women that average men are fine. But again, I don't believe that's a large percentage, right? I don't believe that's a large amount. But opening up your dating market to the world, being average will not be the worst thing. Speech to text. Ah, that's cool. You're doing speech to text. Nice. All right, guys. That's it for tonight, right? I just wanted to show some of those videos because I wanted to check those videos out, and I might as well share it with you guys, right? That is it for tonight. The West is done. I mean, the West isn't, the best place anymore, right? Or at least for dating, the West isn't the best place. So I definitely say, open up your world, open up your dating market to the world, right? So that is what I say, right? And again, right? I said it before, right? If we hit 10K, let's travel. Let's travel to a country. If I hit 10K, let's travel together. Let's hang out. So what is that? Why, DA? I don't get it. Oh, why is what? The West is dating in the West is hard, right? Dating in the West is hard. So that's why I say open up your dating market to the whole world. I think that would be better for everyone. Damn, okay, night. Yes. See you guys tomorrow, right? See you guys tomorrow on tomorrow's night. Later, guys. I love you, right? I love you guys, right? Whiskey, Laughing Man, Alan, Jeremy, or Jeremiah, Big Bars, Red Door, Steve, Gray Man. I love you guys, right? You guys are all amazing. Hope you guys have a good night. Why are you always lying, dear? What am I lying about? Laughing Man, what am I lying about? I feel they don't tell the truth about why they are fighting for, what they're fighting for. Who's fighting for what? What? Maybe that's not a conversation for me, right? Maybe you guys are talking to yourselves. All right, guys. You guys are amazing. I love you guys, right? See you guys tomorrow. See you guys on tomorrow's Alvi. Later, my brother. Later. Hope you have a good night.